all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Stand up for this.
Your Wednesday afternoon, we are live from SeaWorld San Diego. You ready, Cappy?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's go, Jack.
Bing, ba-dum-bum. Boom, beat-a-bop. Ding, da-dum-bum, da-bop, pick-a-doom, da-dum-bum.
Sedano Kap is on. Today it's Morales and Cappy. Producer Lindsay Baseball, we are live from SeaWorld San Diego. The last time we were here, I would say it's like a spring spectacular. Now it's the summer spectacular. And it's warming up, Cappy. It was warming up today with those sea turtles. Almost bit my hand off, but it was exciting.
Speaking of exciting, I hope everybody who's listening right now.
Look at that orca back there.
Right. Turn on YouTube, okay?
At ESPN Los Angeles.
There is a giant orca. This thing must weigh 5,000 pounds. And it's sitting right behind us, right over here. And it's like got its nose out of the water and up in the air. And the dude is just sitting here chilling.
Well, he's
look at this guy. And this guy right here has been swimming upside down the entire time. So like you ever see a fighter jet? Like one fighter jet is flying normal. The other fighter jet comes up and goes inverted. And like in Top Gun, right?
Right.
Right? When in Top Gun, when they gave the dude the finger, right? That is that giant fish right there. It is a fish, an orca, isn't it?
I think so. At ESPN Los Angeles. Oh, it's not?
It's a mammal?
It's a mammal? Did you know that? It was a mammal, not
So wait,
a fish.
so
They're marine mammals.
I believe it would be amphibian, not fish, by the way.
fish are not mammals, or mammals are
No,
not fish?
No, orca.
Whales.
Orca.
Orca. Okay, my bad, y'all. My bad.
They're a member of the dolphin family, so they're the largest member of the dolphin.
We are on the YouTube chat, too. Cappy's already entered the chat. I'm in there at ESPN Los Angeles. Or on the ESPN LA app. You can listen to the show, 7:10 a.m., of course. The SeaWorld San Diego Summer Spectacular is on. By the way, that's running now through September 1st, featuring live entertainment, delicious food and drinks, thrilling rides, which maybe we'll get producer Lindsay Baseball on one of those roller coasters later on. They got fireworks and a 9-week concert series. Genuine's here in mid-August.
What about
doing the pony dance?
What about Waka Flocka?
He was here this
where's
past weekend.
Waka Flocka?
Waka Flocka.
Waka Flocka Flame.
Okay, Waka Flocka Flame. That's his name.
Yeah.
Believe me when I tell you, when I read that promo and it aired, I was like, am I saying this right? Waka Flocka.
No, we got to find that promo because you're like, it's the Waka Flocka concert.
Right. It's Waka Flocka, whatever they are.
You called it, what is it, the Turned Up Tour?
It's the Turned Up Tour. Turnt.
That's what he said. It's the Turned Up Tour.
Right. I mean, I really, this was like one of probably my oldest, whitest moment of my life.
Mario came in, he's like, what did he just say?
He said the Turned Up Tour.
What he should have said is LAFC.
He should have said, feeling that beach vibe.
By the way, somebody said in the YouTube chat, looks like Morales is good after drinking the mouthwash. That's true.
Yeah.
We survived the mouthwash moment yesterday at Rams training camp. We're back out here. Maybe we'll drink more mouthwash today.
How do we do it, by the way? Can I just ask you
How do we drink mouthwash?
No, not that.
Oh.
How do we do it, right? Like,
well, we have a thrill. We have a passion. We have a desire.
But Monday, we're at training camp at Loyola Marymount.
I wasn't there.
I know you weren't. you were at dinner with Keyshawn.
I wasn't. That's why. It seems like so long ago.
Right.
Monday.
Like, how do we do it?
Yeah.
Then yesterday, we're back at training camp.
Then I had to have dinner with owner Sam Pines.
And I did not get an invitation to that dinner with owner Sam Pines. But I went to dinner last night at the Tin Roof Bistro in Manhattan
TRB.
Beach. Right. And that was lovely. Man, the service there is fast. We sat at the bar.
Yeah.
Dude, I ordered the salmon, and within like 2 minutes, the thing was sitting right in front of me.
Wait, you got salmon again?
Yeah, I did.
You got it 2 nights in a row?
No.
Yeah, you said you got it the night before, didn't you?
No. Remember the night before I said I ate pizza because I've been addicted to pizza. In fact, I've eaten pizza today.
Me too.
You know?
I had pizza at this spot in Old Town San Diego. We'll talk about that. What was it called? No, it was called something. They said they were voted the best pizza in America.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'd like to try that.
Yeah, it was good.
I didn't know that.
Because when we got off the trade, I had a hunger.
Oh, a hunger?
Yeah.
For some pie?
I had a hunger for pie.
You did.
Yeah.
So we had training camp Monday, training camp Tuesday. Now we're down in San Diego at SeaWorld San Diego. And, oh, by the way, I'll just say to everybody who's listening, Orange County, L.A., and beyond, if you're looking for something fun to do this summer with your family, the train. You tell me, how great is the train to come down to San Diego?
So we got on the train in Anaheim, right next to my house, Stephanie and I, around. We arrived. The train was running a few minutes behind. But you're able to relax. We were able to get work done on the train, take a few phone calls. They got coffee. They got Danish. Bill likes the Danish.
Yeah,
Goodfellas.
I like the Danish.
You like the Danish?
Yeah.
You're able to relax and just enjoy the ride, see the ocean on the way down. You don't have to worry about traffic.
Oh,
You're not
great.
fresh. And by the way, Parker Bell and a lot of our team, they run late anyway, but they were super late today because there was an accident in Encinitas. So they're texting Stephanie, like as though they're new to traffic in Southern California.
Right.
It's like every event they're running late, and they're like, oh, there's traffic. That's a new thing that there's traffic in Southern California. These gutless bums couldn't show up on time to save their life.
And by the way, what do you think? There's only traffic in L.A.? You don't think there's traffic in San Diego?
And by the way, Kai, who we love, he's the MC on SeaWorld account. But I just complimented him in an email the other day. And
What'd you say?
I said he did a good job or something. I forgot.
Nice.
And then he shows up an hour late today.
What in the hell? What the hell, Kai?
I gave myself an extra hour, and I needed it.
And I will say that
See, Lindsay, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, right. You give yourself time.
extra time.
Well, I figured 3 hours at first just because Cappy's always like, he'll be like, coming in hot today. You never know. So I gave myself 3 hours.
Well, that was very smart. So here we are. We are at SeaWorld San Diego, and we are right here. Look at the orcas. I mean, they're swimming right by us. This is fascinating. Like, it's one thing to be sitting up in the stands and watch them jump out of the water. It's another thing to see them come swimming right by us. It's super cool. You got to check us out on YouTube. But, Chris.
Yes.
Before we get into what's going on here today at SeaWorld.
You want to talk about Davante Adams not liking you again?
I don't understand it.
Let's listen to the sound from yesterday at Rams training camp. Okay, let's not. We'll do that later coming back. But you guys interviewed Davante Adams, and a clip from it went viral, which was him talking about playing with Jimmy G, which he's reunited with. And Jimmy's playing a lot right now at camp and taking the lead snaps because Stafford isn't doing that.
Right.
And listen, Davante Adams isn't going to play in preseason, but there's a chance if Matthew Stafford misses a few snaps along in the season that Jimmy G will be throwing Davante Adams.
And Sean McVay said to us, we'll play it in 1 second. Sean McVay said to us 2 days ago, he thinks Jimmy G is a starting quarterback in the NFL. And what the Rams did was they said, we have to be prepared for the possibility that our 37-year-old starter, who's got a laundry list of injuries in his career, we got to be prepared with a real backup quarterback. Nothing against Stetson Bennett, but he hasn't played. So they're prepared for what happens if Stafford can't go. So they gave Jimmy G an $11 million deal to be a backup quarterback.
Is he the highest paid backup in the league? He's got to be.
Kirk Cousins is.
I would say Kirk Cousins only because Kirk Cousins was originally obviously
right, but
free agent.
Here's the difference. He wasn't signed as a backup.
Correct.
Jimmy G was.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so with under those qualifications, Jimmy G is likely the highest paid backup quarterback in the NFL. He's also a guy who's been a starter on multiple teams. He's led a team to a Super Bowl. And truthfully, if it was about 3 inches, a ball that he overthrew, if it's about 3 inches shorter and the Niners win the Super Bowl, I promise you we have an entirely different perception of what Jimmy G is as a player right now.
Absolutely.
So here's yesterday. Davante Adams is sitting with us. We're having a lovely conversation. I'm blown away by the guy because I kind of have this thought that what I saw on receivers was this diva, this egomaniac, this guy who could be a locker room cancer. And you know what? When the interview is over, I'm like, he's good looking. He's freaking smart. He's a nice guy. Super professional. Like, I loved everything about the interview, and I can't believe that this one little piece has gone so viral and that people are pissed about it. Go ahead and play it, DeAndre. Amazing. Hey, they're wrapping us up. I do just want to ask you, everybody else would want to ask you this question as well. Little did we know that you'd be playing with Jimmy G again, right, based on that series. Mm-hmm. How's that?
It's amazing. I love Jimmy, and it was never a personal thing, and I was hoping we didn't have to have these I'm surprised this is the first time it's been brought up, but it's been amazing. We got to, catch up and get on the right page, and obviously that was just a dark moment in all of our lives. I think all of us were pretty miserable over there, and we kind of caught up and laughed about it, and we've been making plays since we've been out here, so it's been fun.
I am just hearing one thing that he said that I've kind of didn't realize. He said, I was hoping that we didn't have to have this conversation. I'm surprised that it's the first time it's been brought up.
Wait, play it again. Can we play it again?
Yeah, play it again.
I want to hear it again.
Play it again.
Decipher.
Amazing. Hey, they're wrapping us up. I do just want to ask you, everybody else would want to ask you this question as well. Little did we know that you'd be playing with Jimmy G again, right, based on that series. Mm-hmm. How's that?
It's amazing. I love Jimmy, and it was never a personal thing, and I was hoping we didn't have to have these I'm surprised this is the first time it's been brought up, but it's been amazing. We got to, catch up and get on the right page, and obviously that was just a dark moment in all of our lives. I think all of us were pretty miserable over there, and we kind of caught up and laughed about it, and we've been making plays since we've been out here, so it's been fun.
So I didn't really hear the part of I was hoping we didn't have to have this conversation. I'm surprised it's the first time it's been brought up.
Himself, though. He's like, I was hoping I'm surprised we.
Yeah, I took that in the moment. I took that as nobody's even asked me about it, which I'm surprised. And now that I hear him say that, maybe what some people have said to me, they're like, dude, he was getting very snippy with you in that moment. I was like, I didn't think he was getting snippy with me at all in that moment. But now that I hear it, now maybe I do realize that what he was trying to say was, I didn't want to talk about this. I was hoping we wouldn't have to have this conversation, and I'm surprised that it's being brought up.
I don't think it. I think you're thinking too far.
Am I going too
I
deep?
Think so.
You're trying to unravel the onion a little much.
Yeah? Too much onion.
Well, listen, we're going to do
I think he
plenty.
probably regretted what he said after the fact.
Here's the great thing. I love it when this happens. We could take something from yesterday's show and make it all of today's show. It's going to be beautiful. By the way, the best part about the YouTube chat thus far at ESPN Los Angeles is Beto and Funch having a conversation with each other that should probably just be on text. It's like Beto goes, Funch, missed you. Funchy goes, missed you too. This is all happening in the chat, which is incredible. But we're going to do more of that, more of Devontae Adams yesterday from Rams training camp. But coming up next here at SeaWorld San Diego as we're part of the Summer Spectacular, Danielle Castillo is going to join us. She was there earlier when the sea turtle could have potentially, it didn't, they warned me, but I had that hand low. And that sea turtle could have just went, whoa. Ken the turtle, the 85-year-old turtle, could have just taken my hand right off.
How big is this turtle?
Oh, my gosh. It's like you and I together times two.
Really?
It's a big one.
That's a big-ass turtle.
And a big shell.
Wow.
Big shell.
Okay, well, I look forward to talking to Danielle about this because I didn't know that turtles bit people's hands off.
I didn't know either.
Okay, I don't believe it.
Apparently they have a chomping power of like 400 pounds or something.
Okay, well, we'll find out more. We'll learn all about it.
That's coming up. Sedano and Kap. We are live from SeaWorld San Diego, 7:10 a.m., the all-new ESPN LA app, and, of course, on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium wet beverage drink. Waba Grill, keeping it real for you.
Lindy, she's a gal with the bright red hair. Now she stands out from all the rest. You know her anywhere. Bright hair.
And settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Craving that beach vibe? There's an Islands restaurant near you with all your favorites. Crafting your perfect Islands moments with classic burgers, fresh cut fries, local brews, and never-ending summer drinks. Visit your local Islands restaurant.
USC football is more than a game. It's tradition, pride, and unforgettable Saturdays in the Coliseum. Be there for every kickoff, every touchdown, and every unforgettable moment this season. Secure your football season tickets today and lock in the best seats, exclusive fan benefits, and memories that last a lifetime. Don't miss out. We need you in the stands. Visit USCTrojans.com or call 213-740-GO-SC.
Hey guys, you feel it? The days are getting longer, the sun is getting warmer. Looks like our SoCal summer is here. And you know here in California, we are all about choosing chill. From hitting the beach to the best hiking trails to going all out to support our teams, one thing really ties it all together. Enjoying an icy cold Coors Light with great friends. Pick up icy cold Coors Light near you or get it delivered to your door today. Visit CAChooseChill.com to learn more. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly and cheers with icy cold Coors Light.
Slow drain, dips in water pressure? Call the experts at NextGen, the official AC plumbing and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. Get your stubborn drain working again with NextGen's expert drain clearing for just $88. Call 833-3NEXTGen or visit nextgenaironplumbing.com. CSOB number 1011173.
Empower. Tim collects bobbleheads. A lot of bobbleheads. Baseball bobbleheads, race car bobbleheads, little chihuahua bobbleheads. He's got an entire room strictly for bobbleheads. Does he need them? No. Is his wife mad about it? A little. But Tim works with Empower, and he got good at money, so he can be a little bad. Ooh, horse bobblehead. Classy, Tim. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Cap live from SeaWorld San Diego. Let me go look at the OTDs, Cappy.
For so long.
On this day in 1977, this song, the number one hit, Andy Gibb.
Oh,
not
wow.
one of the Bee Gees,
Not a
the
Bee
other
Gees.
brother.
And I would have thought this was the Bee Gees.
Yeah, you would have. Well, it was one of the brothers. I just want to be your everything, Cap. You say that to Rachel all the time.
I do.
Who's Cap? You should have been out there today with me feeding the sea turtles.
I would have
here in
loved
SeaWorld San Diego.
I would have loved to have fed the sea turtles. I would like to ride some of the new roller coasters. Last time we were here, we put Lindsay on a roller coaster with a camera, and we actually went live
We should do
on
it you
YouTube.
instead this time. No, you don't.
No, I would ride a roller coaster. Any roller coaster.
I would have.
Lie?
You're scared of roller coasters?
Yeah. Especially with after the heart failure.
I was gonna say, I feel like
dude.
that's like a similar warning as the mouthwash.
No, if you
Yeah, it
swallowed the mouthwash yesterday and you survived, you're good.
Danielle Castillo's joining us. Now, she was with us earlier when I was feeding the sea turtles. She's the curator and zoological fish here at SeaWorld San Diego. Danielle doesn't know. I wasn't able to tell her earlier that I almost died earlier this year.
Well, here we go.
But
It's
now
3:34.
Exactly, 3:34. I almost died earlier, Danielle. How are you, by the way? Can you turn on her mic, Kathy?
I can.
Please? Yes.
I can do it.
Thank you for helping us out. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Great.
It's
So
so
I
fun
almost
having
died earlier this year.
Not today.
Not
Okay,
today.
good.
But I came back and I fed the sea turtles. Did I do a good job at the lettuce launching into there?
It was perfect.
Was it?
Perfectly executed. 10 out of 10.
Oh, thank
Really?
you so much.
Really? What goes into lettuce tossing when it comes to turtles? Because, Chris, it sounds like tossing lettuce specifically to a turtle sounds like something you'd be great at.
Apparently, I was very good. I had
10 out of 10.
And here's the thing. Now, I wasn't. Who was the gentleman who did a great job? But I went. I'm used to doing social media and videos and doing bits, right? I went to hand the lettuce, and he's like, "Whoa, don't do that!" That the turtle could bite my hand right off. Is that true?
Oh, yeah. That. So we have 3 different species of sea turtles at Turtle Reef, and the one that you were feeding was a loggerhead, which does have a bite force of over 500 pounds.
500 pounds.
So
How old is this turtle we're talking about?
There was one in there that's like 85, right?
they are all at least 60 years old, so they're up there in range. The lifespan expectancy is about 80 to 100 years old, so they
Come
live
on.
a very long time.
Really? Now, wait, these turtles that live here at SeaWorld,
At Turtle Reef.
one guy's 80-something years old?
They're at least over 60.
And how long has that guy, that turtle, how long has he been here?
We have had him here since the 70s.
Come on!
Yes.
Wow.
So, very exciting. But
Wow. And what is the natural habitat for that particular type of turtle? And do they live that long in the wild?
Yeah, so sea turtles can be found in every ocean. There are several different species. There's one species that's specific to the coast of Australia, but the loggerheads in particular can be found many places, typically in warmer waters. We have a population of sea turtles in Southern California called the green sea turtle, or a subspecies known as black sea turtle. So a lot of people that are local to Southern California don't even know that we have sea turtles here, but we can find them off of our coast. They live inland and feed on marine algae and things like that. So we're very lucky in that we have a subspecies that lives right off our coast that people can see when they're out snorkeling and enjoying the ocean.
Wow. And so if they're 60 years old or 80 years old, what does a turtle weigh?
That's a great question. They can get pretty big. So the largest species is a leatherback sea turtle. They can be up to a couple thousand pounds. The largest that we have here is about 300 pounds, so still pretty big. And the length of our sea turtles is pretty much a maximum of about 4 feet long. So they're pretty large, a lot bigger than people usually imagine.
Okay, this is going to be a really dumb question, I think, before I even ask it. So the shell kind of just grows and expands with the turtle?
Sea turtles are reptiles, so their physiology is very interesting. So their shell or carapace is actually part of their skeleton. So their rib cage is actually attached to that. They cannot retract their head into their shell like a tortoise would.
Right.
So that's a common misconception too. But they're reptiles. They shed. They continuously grow very slowly over their lifetime, but they will shed the top of their skin just like a snake would and regrow that. And it's covered in nerve endings, so they can feel feeling on the outside of their shells. And oftentimes when they start to shed, they get a little bit itchy, and they like us to kind of take a scrub brush and help them out a little bit. So they do have feeling in their shell as well, which is really interesting because that's another thing that people don't realize. But they will consistently shed and regrow that tissue and continue to grow slowly throughout their lifetime.
Now, because I was wearing this wonderful SeaWorld Rescue blue sweatshirt that I got from the last time we were here, I was told that they can see the color blue. So they were able to see the blue, kind of like the bull seeing the red. So as they saw the lettuce coming into the water, they all came towards me. Is that true?
They are very food motivated. So
well,
they
so are we. Right.
Exactly. I'm very food motivated,
go.
so I relate. They don't have the best eyesight outside of water. So as you were feeding, you probably noticed they were a little clumsy
Sometimes
outside of water. Hence,
yeah.
Nathan nicely reminding you not to hand feed.
Nathan was the one who
Nathan
told
was
me
the
not to put
one.
my hand down there.
Why? Because if he would have put his hand down there, rather than the turtle taking the lettuce from Chris's hand, the turtle would have snapped Chris's hand for real?
They don't have very good eyesight out of water, so underwater they can see pretty well, but outside water, once they're on land for nesting, things like that, their eyesight's not that great, but they can see shapes of figures outside, but they definitely relate us being near the water to having food, so they're more than happy to come over whenever we have those food items ready for them to feed.
Now, behind the scenes at Turtle Reef, we saw some of the VIP aquariums, if you will, which you can book here at SeaWorld to go backstage, if you will, behind the scenes. And what were the fish you were showing us? The what was
Oxal bottle.
Yeah, what was
bottle
it?
Oxals.
What is it?
Axolotl.
See, I knew I was going to screw up the pronunciation.
Axolotl. I had no chance of getting it right. Even though they told me 100 times, I would never have any chance. Axolotl?
And they had
I'm bad at
names. The
spelling
four
it, too.
aquariums had names of the axolotls. Two of them, one was named Steve, like Mason, and one was named Laura, like Roma.
Wow.
The axolotls.
How about that? So what is an axolotl?
Those are two people that work with us, Danielle. They're
Love it. We named them that on purpose.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So axolotls are a critically endangered species. They have gained popularity, especially among younger audiences lately. But they are a salamander, and they're endemic to a specific lake in Mexico. So right out of Mexico City, they're critically endangered because that is their only natural habitat right now. We have some exciting news to share. You guys are the first ones to hear it if you'd like to.
Bum, 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 bum. We're breaking news.
So we actually are about to open what's called a Bayside Aquarium. So it's a new aquarium area where guests will be able to come see axolotls. It's going to highlight the Wildlife Confiscations Network, which is a network that we are part of that helps the illegal pet trade. So axolotls, unfortunately, are readily part of that illegal trade. So it's one of the animals that we come across to help provide a home for it if they were confiscated by wildlife law enforcement. The axolotls, again, they're amazing animals. They're so unique and interesting. You saw the gills where they have the
You were telling us earlier
gills.
how they have gills and lungs.
So
that's incredible, Gabby. They have both.
A gill
and a lung.
They are neotenic. That's a fun word.
Neotenic?
Neotenic.
I got to write
which
that down because I'm going to
means-
start saying Cappy is that too.
And an axolotl is neotenic.
It's a neotenic, which means that it retains its juvenile characteristics as
There
an
we
adult.
go. That's Cappy, you're neotenic.
So it might fit a lot of people that you know.
They look like Pokemon.
Yeah, they
The
do.
axolotls.
They're just so strange. But the really cool thing about them, they actually regenerate limbs. They can regenerate. So again, they're salamanders.
Right.
They typically, if you think of amphibians, like a frog, which is an egg laid in the water, they hatch underwater as tadpoles, and then eventually they grow up to be frogs and they develop lungs and then can live on land. But this particular salamander just never grows out of its juvenile stage, although they do develop lungs, but they keep those gills as well, but they don't really come on land. So part of that is thought to be because of the environment outside of the lake. It's desert. It's not an ideal place for a salamander to live. So they spend the majority, all of their life really, underwater in this particular lake. So they're just very strange and unique. Cute animals.
They look very interesting. I mean,
I have
I've
a
never seen one
question.
or even heard of one before. What is a California?
Wait, I want to ask about the axolotls. real quick.
Axolotl.
So I feel like I see those all over TikTok, as you said. Like a lot of people have them illegally.
Wow.
Because they're just like the lady who has the chimps. You're not supposed to have them.
Okay.
So there's like a whole community of axolotls, and so if somebody has one, we gotta like turn them in, right? So you guys can then do what you do with them, right?
So exotic wildlife can be really popular in different regions. Unfortunately, again, the axolotls tend to be part of that. It really covers all different types of exotic wildlife, so things like lions, tigers, different reptiles, birds, you name it. Specifically for the axolotls, there are people that will illegally trade them and breed them. In California in particular, it is illegal to own them, but it just depends on where you live and what the regulations are. But it is important for people to understand when they have a pet, where the pet came from, how to care for it appropriately, and make sure that they're responsibly purchasing a pet from someone who is legally allowed to have it and be able to sell it as
I don't even know how would somebody illegally get an axolotl.
Oh, it's a whole thing.
Oh, really?
There's like podcasts on it.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
People do it with butterflies. Like, it's a whole thing.
What was the name of that Matthew Broderick movie where they had the illegal giant lizard? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? All right,
I think you lost everybody.
I lost everybody. There was not one person who was like,
giant
somebody, anybody? No.
Chimp crazy. There was a lady who housed, a lot of chimpanzees and monkeys illegally, and she got in big trouble.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She had to go to jail.
Wow. Let me ask you. I want to know what the two-spot octopus is. What is that?
A two-spot octopus is a species of octopus that's found just right off of our coast. So they're a local species. Again, another really incredible and interesting animal. So octopus species are known for being able to camouflage really well. They're very stealthy, just very interesting and intelligent animals. So this is another animal that people will get up close with at the Bayside Aquarium. So
That's
we're
awesome.
very excited for people to be able to see.
And when is it expected Bayside Aquarium? Bayside Aquarium is going to open here at SeaWorld.
Opening very soon.
Okay.
If you guys want to follow our social media, so Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, SeaWorld San Diego, we'll be announcing an opening date very, very soon.
We could have Cap come and cut the ribbon for it.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah.
Danielle, you sound really smart about all this stuff. What are you going to
I want to ask one more question.
Yeah,
guys.
go ahead.
Give me a second.
Well, if she
I was up
sounds
there
so
with
smart.
the sea turtle.
I know, you almost got your hand bit off.
Feeding Ken lettuce.
Right, Ken the lettuce eating turtle.
But there were stingrays in the water. Now, the stingrays and the sea turtles coexist just fine?
Yes. Yeah.
They don't hurt each other?
They do not. So when we have an aquarium population, we make sure that everything is able to live safely together.
Now, the water was really warm. It was
cohabitate
humid in
well.
there. I was schwitzing up there.
It's nice and toasty. So
Yeah.
our aquarium team actually gets to get in the water and dive with the animals because we get to clean. We're like glorified janitors. It's great. So
Right.
that's the
You do it?
The
You get in the water?
I do. We get in the water with sharks too, which is
kind of sharks.
Well, Cappy and I work at ESPN LA, so
Right.
we're in the water with sharks.
Believe me,
all the
we
time. Snakes
that's
and
exactly
sharks
right.
all day long.
We are in the water. We are in the deep waters with the great whites.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you. So, how does somebody do what you do? Like, what kind of education does it take to do what you do?
So most of us have a marine biology background or some kind of marine science background, depending on what animals you want to work with. So in our circumstances for the fish, it's usually marine biology, some kind of marine science. But for the mammal areas, training is a big part of their responsibilities. We don't do as much training with the fish. But background in training or animal psychology or human psychology is often a very sought-after degree for that sort of thing. And many of us grew up working with animals, so even if it's not marine life, working with any kind of animals, getting your hands dirty, really understanding the physical part of the job, because it's not all, it's really cool that we work with these animals, but it's very physically demanding, and their care is really important to us. So you really put in holidays, weekends, lots of hours to care for the animals. You're always covered in nice fish and funky smells, so you got to be able to handle all of that. But it's such a rewarding job, and of course our mission is to provide education and inspire people and provide very unique opportunities. So again, we're just really excited to bring another aquarium opportunity for the guests to come get up close with these animals and learn about them and learn about the conservation efforts that we are a part of as well.
Awesome. Daniel Castillo, you are here at SeaWorld. You're part of Turtle Reef, and you're one of the curators here. Thank you so much for having us, as always, at SeaWorld San Diego, and keeping me from getting my hand bit off. That was good. We appreciate
Anytime.
it.
You shower before you leave work, like when you smell like fish stuff?
I try not to because my family loves it.
Oh, really? Because then your car probably smells like fish
It gives
stuff.
me peace and quiet.
Right, but
when I
like
get
people
home,
get in your
you know?
car, people ever get in your car and go, what the
They
hell?
do, yep. But that's a way to get some breaks and peace and quiet for some alone time, right?
Yes, that you keep.
I would take you in my car, but I can't because it smells like fish stuff.
Sedano Kap, we are live from SeaWorld San Diego, part of their summer spectacular. When we come back, we're going to dive back into Cappy pissing off Devontae Adams yesterday.
I did not. Did I?
No. Well, maybe. We'll talk about that next. It's Sedano and Kap, live from SeaWorld San Diego on ESPN LA.
All right, but first let me talk to everybody about Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, which I'm very happy to talk about because I've been telling you guys that if you and your family are planning on doing some kind of a summer road trip, and by the way, listen, you know, before you know it, kids are going back to college, kids are going back to school. If you and your family have not yet made your plans for a fun family road trip, maybe you're going over to see the Grand Canyon, maybe you're going up north to the Sierra Nevada mountains, whatever it is that you might be doing, you want your family in a Subaru because it's the safest vehicle on the road. I always talk about safety, technology, versatility, reliability, all-wheel drive, all great reasons to get a Subaru, but I'm here to tell you right now that it's that safety factor for those of you that are packing your kids into those cars. They're sporty, they're roomy. I tell you all the time, exceptionally safe, rugged. When you get into them, they've got this great dashboard so you can see everything like ergonomically. It's all right there for you. And the team at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton is waiting and ready to get you into the brand new Subaru that you want, or maybe even a certified pre-owned Subaru where you get an even more spectacular deal. Ocean Subaru of Fullerton at 1100 South Euclid in Fullerton, right off the 91 freeway. Come in, ask for Omar. He's the general manager. He and his team are going to take such good care of you, especially when you tell them that you're a Sedano and Kap listener. Go to oceansubaruoc.com to search the inventory. That's oceansubaruoc.com. Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, where every journey starts with love.
Travis Rogers and DeMarco Farr.
Weekday mornings at 9 a.m. after Clinton and Friends.
This is an unpopular opinion, but I'm going with it.
Go ahead.
I think prime rib's awful.
No, you're a horrible
because of the
human.
fat, right?
It's
you're a horrible human being for saying that.
It's undercooked.
No, you can get it well done.
Rubbery, not particularly flavorful.
Oh.
It's too fatty. If I never had another cut of prime rib the rest of my life, I'd be 100% fine.
If there were other choices, I'd probably choose something else.
Yes.
But I'm
the only cut of prime rib that I can kind of sort of get behind is an end cut. That's it.
Well, the end cut.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
eating the butt is sometimes better in the long run, but the end cut will give you what you want. Why are you looking at me like that?
Wow.
But you're a bad.
Just messed me all up. Okay.
We'll need this in the mandate. Because I wasn't really trying to do anything.
Yes, shut up. Yes, you were.
Travis and DeMarco tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
Don't miss Travis and DeMarco on 710 ESPN.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
Hey, it's Mace. Workplace stress is now a leading cause of declining mental health, with 61% of the global workforce feeling it more than ever. You can't escape work, but you can take small steps to take care of yourself. A walk, some sun, a favorite song. Therapy is one of those steps. Ongoing support to build resilience for whatever the day throws at you. Balance is tough. Getting help shouldn't be. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/timeout.
Is it time to downsize? Selling your home doesn't have to be a hassle. With Seller's Advantage, skip agents, commissions, and costly repairs. Get a fair, competitive cash offer without worrying about the details falling through. Chris Chavez, a real customer, says, quote, Seller's Advantage offered me more than I expected. The process was fast, easy, and much better than using a realtor. End quote. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos. Fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
Imaging Wednesday.
Live Imaging Wednesday.
I almost said Live Imaging Tuesday. We are live from SeaWorld San Diego. Sedano and Cap. Today it's Morales and Cappy. Producer Lindsay Baseball's with us. And on this day, in 1988, the number one hit, Stevie Winwood. Roll with it, Cappy. Roll with it. Today is also Share a Hug Day.
Aw.
You want it? Maybe. And, we forgot to ask Mace about Saturday night. I'll get to that in a second. And it's World Snorkeling Day.
World Snorkeling Day.
You should go snorkel in the Orca encounter tank.
Do you think it would be safe? Like, do you think these orcas are like, hey, we get it. People are taking care of us. They're cool.
Do I think they, quote, get it?
Yeah.
I think if you're in the tank snorkeling with them, you got a problem.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea.
I don't think it's a great idea.
You know that I told you guys
They're
a story.
called killer whale.
A couple years ago, and I showed you guys the pictures. Everybody thought I photoshopped them. I was down in Mexico on a trip, and we were out on this boat, and we were in the middle of the ocean, and we ran into a pod of orcas. And I mean, I'm not joking when I tell you, like, it's a mind blow. You see them here at SeaWorld San Diego, but when you see them out in the wild, and there are, I mean, hundreds or thousands of them, and they're jumping up, and they're right next to the boat. And at one point, like a schmuck, I'm like, you know, I'm going to reach out and touch one as they jump over the boat. And they're like, what are you doing? Like, they'll bite your friggin' arm off. They'll pull you into the ocean. So it's incredible to see these giant orcas here at SeaWorld San Diego. And, of course, it blows your mind if you ever run into them out in the real ocean. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Thank you.
Jack.
Thank you for
Look at
knowing.
this video that went viral the other day. It's like he's a baby seal pup, and he jumps on the inside of these people's boat because all these orcas are surrounding him.
Oh, my gosh.
You know, he's dinner for them.
Yeah.
And so it's just, he looks like a little puppy dog, like, oh, save me. Drive me off on your boat.
Yeah, he looks like a nice little snack, that guy.
Sedano and Cap today, Morales and Cappy live from SeaWorld. We are at 7:10 a.m., the all-new ESPN LA app, and, of course, on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Today, Cappy, you and I are in the YouTube chat.
We are in the YouTube chat. And the YouTube chat has gone, like, very Twitter on me. You know, like it used
How
to
so?
It used to just be a friendly, fun place where everybody kind of hangs out. Now it's just turned into everybody just ripping everybody and saying nasty and mean things all the time. So,
by the way, Parker Bell's here.
Yeah.
Parker, it says on the YouTube chat, Cappy, Lindsay, and Chris. Who's back there putting Chris and not Morales?
I mean, come on, man.
Graham?
Come on,
Graham knows better. It's Morales. Who's Chris?
Right. Who is Chris? I don't know who Chris is. I didn't even know that was your real name. Seriously.
All right, so yesterday at Rams training camp, you asked Devontae Adams. You and Beto were doing the show. I was there early on.
Yep.
I wasn't there for the Devontae Adams interview.
Right.
And you decided to ask Devontae about Jimmy G, and really, which ultimately leads us back to his time at the Raiders.
Right.
And he gave an answer that it was a very easy question. It's not like you had a hard-hitting one. He was surprised by it that he had finally gotten asked it, and the answer ended up going viral today.
Right.
And it's all over the place. We'll play it next hour, just for people who haven't heard the clip yet. But what went through your head when you asked that?
Well, the first thing is look, did you see the show Receiver that he was on?
Yes.
Okay. What was your perception of Davante Adams? And let's just assume for a moment right now he still plays for the Jets.
Right.
And I say to you, what do you think of Davante Adams? What would you have said?
So remember this. My favorite NFL player maybe of all time as a fan was T.O. I'm very close with Keyshawn Johnson. So receivers that have been, quote, called divas are not something new to me, nor do I think it's something that football dislikes. I think it's very, very, going back to the playmaker and Michael Irvin, receivers always treated differently, and they seem to act diva-esque. And I think coming out of that, one could say that Davante was in that class, if you will.
I think that going back to 2 years ago, after I saw Receivers, here's what I thought about Davante Adams. Bad teammate, locker room cancer, throws his teammates under the bus, would never want that guy on my team. That's exactly how I felt about Davante Adams.
But was a hell of a receiver.
But he's an amazing player,
right?
Okay? So those were the things. And listen, why would I think those things? Because remember the scenes of Davante on the sideline? He comes off the field. He's like, man, they're going to get me killed. Man, I got to get out of here.
Right.
There's also the story that Davante went to the coaches and said, we got to bench Jimmy G in favor of Aiden O'Connell, who's a young player, who's a mid-round draft choice, who wasn't very good either. So, listen, I had this negative perception of Davante Adams. But here's the thing. I believe in Sean McVay. So if Sean McVay says, I want this guy, I'm like, I don't think you do, coach. But then he signs him. And then here comes Davante, and he's not with an unstable Raiders organization. He's not with a Jets organization that's a complete disaster. He's with probably what is considered to be the best run organization in the entire NFL, the Rams. And when you've got the security of a rock star head coach, and you've got your coordinators, and you've got a veteran Super Bowl champion quarterback, you've got the recipe to make Davante Adams highly productive and therefore happy. So when all these Raider fans go on the attack on social media and they say, well, he already showed his true colors. He already showed who he was. Yes, he did show you when he was with the Raiders that he was probably not a very good teammate. But you didn't know that about him when he was with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. You thought of him as being a very productive, very good teammate. So I think you're going to get back to seeing that Davante Adams. And when you ask me the question of what did I think when I was asking that question, by this time in the interview, I'm like, he's handsome. He's really smart, like really smart. He's actually super polite and nice.
Friendly.
And friendly and professional. And so the whole time I'm like, he's not what I thought he was going to be.
He even talked horses.
Yeah, right. And I'm like, he's not what I thought he was going to be. So once we got to that point where I was comfortable and I thought he was comfortable, that's when I wanted to just find out, hey, dude, this is the question that everybody listening would want to ask you because we all saw the series because I'd already brought up the series. Taco Bell, the party at his house. He already knew that we watched the series. So at the very end, what's it like for you and Jimmy G to be reunited? How's that? And he answered the question the way he answered it. And I know that whatever he was going to say, especially if he had anything negative to say about the Raiders, would go viral. But I'll say this to all the Raider fans. You guys know that the Raiders were a disaster in that era, in that period of time. So,
speaking of Raider fans, JT the Brick's going to join us?
JT the Brick.
What time?
Coming
right now.
up, top of the hour.
Oh, that hack.
Right now.
This is what he tweeted yesterday, or earlier today, actually, taking our clip from ESPN LA. And JT tweeted, I had Scott Kaplan, that's you, Cap.
That's me.
On my Mad Dog radio show last night to talk about this interview. I had a front row seat to Davante in Vegas. It was a tough season, but not, quote, dark for the majority of the roster that didn't quit. # Raider Nation. Shut up, JT.
Wow.
Honestly.
Are you going to tell him to shut up when he comes on?
I'm so tired of his hack radio. Oh, the Raiders. The Raiders were a joke, and they're still a joke. And I became part of Raider Nation thinking that maybe I would be the good luck charm, and all it did was I almost died. That's what happened.
Wow. Wow.
4 o'clock straight up.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Hey, listen, JT the Brick. I know that JT will speak on behalf of the Raider Nation when he comes on and probably says, we've seen who Davante Adams really is, and he'll probably caution us that if Stafford doesn't play or if he doesn't play well enough or he doesn't get him enough balls, you're going to see Davante Adams revert back to what he was with the Raiders. I don't buy it.
I said it last week to Les Snead's face when I interviewed him for Chalk Talk at camp. Rams 14-3 this season with the help of Davante Adams.
I think Davante Adams, and I'm going to put my money on Davante. I think he's going to have the best season of his career. I've said I think the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl. I know I'm doing a lot of Ram glazing right now.
It's a lot of glazing.
But I'm going to put my money on Davante Adams, and I don't think that what happened yesterday was so bad. And for everybody that has to deal with the aftermath, because I understand when a big mouth like myself creates something like that and it goes viral, people have to deal with the aftermath of that.
Oh, we are.
So no one really, I mean, it's a pain in the ass, and, you'll have to excuse me. I don't know. I just do this all the time.
Okay, 2 minutes after 4 o'clock at KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. We are live today from SeaWorld San Diego. We'll have more of the sights and sounds from SeaWorld San Diego. And Raider apologist JT the Brick's going to join us next, right here on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey, it's Greg Bergman. If you aren't joining Marcus Grant, Parker Bell, and myself every morning on the Blue Review from 8:30 to 8:55 on the ESPN LA YouTube page, what are you even doing with your mornings? We break down everything from Shohei hitting bombs to Tanner Scott blowing saves. We talk about the highs and don't brush off the lows. Always honest and talking how we feel. It's all thanks to LAX, where changes are arriving daily and transforming the travel experience. The Blue Review every morning from 8:30 to 8:55 on the ESPN LA YouTube page. The Blue Review. The Blue Review.
Have you checked out the new Park West Bicycle Casino? Only 9 miles from downtown LA, right off the 710. The bike has been reimagined with new ownership, renovations, and 200 table games. ESPN listeners get $30 in match play when they walk in and say, Cappy sent me. Park West Bicycle Casino. Real cards, real prizes, real close.
Please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER. GEAR-01291, 001289, 001292. PSIS license number 1358.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
It is the Waba Grill 4 p.m. hour as we begin live from SeaWorld San Diego. Sedano and Cap today. It's Morales and Cappy. Producer Lindsay Baseball's here. We are seeing all the sights and sounds of SeaWorld San Diego. The Summer Spectacular. SeaWorld San Diego has officially launched Summer Spectacular, running now through September 1st, featuring live entertainment. Genuine's going to be here in the middle of August. Delicious food and drinks, thrilling rides, fireworks, and a 9-week concert series. We'll talk about it more. We'll have more guests here. I was feeding the sea turtles over at Turtle Reef earlier. One of them, Ken the turtle.
Ken the sea turtle?
Ken the sea turtle. The 85-year-old.
Yeah.
He's got the brown back. Because some of them have, like, the gray backs, and then he's the brown back, and he almost went after my hand, apparently.
But apparently you tossed him lettuce?
I tossed lettuce. Like a pound of lettuce.
Wow.
Feed them with the lettuce.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they all kind of attack trying to get the lettuce from each other. JT the Brick, is he there?
He's there. That's what I was going to say, what you need to know.
That is what you need to know with producer Lindsay Baseball. Thanks to our friends at Morongo. Do the billboard for Morongo real quick.
Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, good times, less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. And so last night...
Let's play the theme song. Let's play the Raiders music for JT the Brick.
So last night, I get my car. It's about 8:30 at night. I turn on JT the Brick on Sirius XM on Mad Dog.
So he hadn't contacted you earlier?
We had chatted.
Oh, you did?
We had texted earlier.
I thought you called in.
No. So we texted, and then I was driving home, and I said to JT, hey, I'm here. And he's like, okay, I'm going to bring you on the air because this Davante Adams interview already started to go a little bit viral last night. And if you're a Raider fan, I think you're pretty pissed at what you heard Davante Adams say, because you got receipts about him being part of benching Jimmy G and him saying all the stuff he said during receiver, and then him essentially forcing his way out because he was probably pissed that Derek Carr wasn't his quarterback anymore. So all of this happened, and the Raider Nation has gone crazy on Davante Adams, and I don't know
JT the Brick, he is the voice of the Raider Nation, friend of the show, at least before he did what he did last night or earlier today on Twitter. JT joins us right now on ESPN LA. JT, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thanks for bringing me an evening drive. They used to call me an overnight guy for years, but now I feel like I made it here with you guys, and you better believe I want to thank you guys because I had a free day off today. All I did was turn on the microphone. I played the Kaplan question with Davante, and oh boy, did the Raider Nation come and react. 9 lines deep, the whole show. They wanted a piece of Davante earlier today.
So, JT, I don't think that when Davante Adams said it was a dark time for him, and he kind of lumped everybody in, but listen, that was a very different Raider team, very different Raider coaching staff. If Pete Carroll and this current staff were there, maybe things would be different, but weren't the Raiders really a big mess at that time, and don't you think Davante was a contributor to that?
Yeah, this has nothing to do with the new regime, and we're really excited, and I know all Raider Nation is excited about Ashton Genty, Bowers, Pete Carroll, and Geno Smith. Finally, got some players on top of being optimistic about hope. Now we got some players, but what Davante did is he crossed a very big line with Raider Nation. He used the term dark place. We all know people who are currently in a dark place or have been in a dark place. When you drive to the Raider games in a Rolls Royce and your family sits in a suite, and at the opening press conference you tell everyone you wanted to be a Raider your whole life so your grandma can watch you play closer to home instead of Green Bay in Las Vegas, and then you say you were in a dark place? No, I watched the Rolls-Royce park. I saw the beautiful wife and lovely kids get out. He lives about a mile from my house still. He doesn't live in L.A. He lives in Red Rock, Summerlin. And he was never in a dark place. He was frustrated. Max Crosby was frustrated, too. You didn't hear this crap from him. Everybody else on the team didn't run to their agents and say, I want to get out of here. And what made it so beautiful is he ran to the Jets. He went to the Jets. And believe it or not, the Raiders had such a bad year. They lost 10 in a row, but they were actually in a better place than the Jets. So he went to a worse scenario. I think he's going to do well in L.A. I think overall he's a really good guy. He's a great husband and a father. He's a brilliant player. But to go down the term you were in a dark place, JT the Brick is calling BS on that. I watched you. When you drive into Shadow Creek Golf Course in a Rolls Royce and you live in a mansion in Red Rock, you're not in a dark place. There are real people listening to this show in a dark place right now. Davante Adams was not in a dark place. He was frustrated. Let's leave it at that.
Could he be frustrated because the team had no direction, lost 10 games in a row? He knew he wasn't going to win a Super Bowl. They're a team that's not going to win a Super Bowl ever in the next 10 years, and he wanted to go somewhere where he had a better chance. Is that maybe what he meant?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the way you phrase it. You don't say you're in a dark place. And most people, Chris, leave when they're at the end of the year. They don't force their way out of it. And Max Crosby is a great example. Max Crosby could have went to Mark Davis and said, look, this isn't working out. Buffalo needs an edge rusher. I want to go somewhere else. And probably would have been granted his release, and it never crossed Max Crosby's mind. You don't hear that with the players on the Tennessee Titans last year. The Patriots had a dynasty with Tom Brady. They've been terrible for 2 years. How many Patriot players did you hear say, oh, man, I was in a dark place and I needed to get out of here and I want to go to the Jets? He went to the Jets. That's the story. This story was about the Raiders to the Jets. There was no talk of the Rams, no talk of L.A. This was about being in a dark place, and what I find so beautiful about this BS is he threw Jimmy Garoppolo under the bleeping bus. He did on Netflix quarterback. We all saw it, and now he says he loves Jimmy Garoppolo. Loves him? That's not what we heard in Raider Nation, and I know Stafford's going to come back. Oh, but you want to talk about karma. the karma, and I want Stafford to come back. But if he wasn't able to come back and he had to play under Jimmy G, and Jimmy G was throwing medicine balls over the middle of the field and Devontae was getting decapitated, I hope there's a television crew from Netflix to document that beauty.
But, JT, couldn't Devontae have gotten into a dark place because he went to the Raiders to play with Derek Carr? Things were not working out for Derek Carr. He got released, and you're Devontae going, wait a second, I came here to play with my quarterback, to play with my best friend, and you guys have just changed the entire environment, which is why I no longer want to be here, which eventually happened. And then, yes, I know what you're saying about how bad the Jets are, but you remember that what he wanted to do was go back to playing with Aaron Rodgers no matter where he was. So don't you think that the release of Derek Carr impacted Davante Adams and his desire to play for the Raiders?
Absolutely. I just don't think he handled it well. That's the whole point of this conversation. And again, who was in a darker place than Derek Carr, a man of faith, who was a preacher, actually. And when Derek Carr got benched by Josh McDaniels in his last 2 games, not the way you want to end your career as the all-time touchdown and all-time passing leader in Raider history, he went to New Orleans, probably the worst team in football right now, and you never heard Derek Carr say, I'm in a really dark place, right? Derek Carr never even said that, and Devontae said that. So all I'm saying about Devontae, great player. He landed at the Rams finally, which is a really good spot for him. But if you look at the responses for your question, Cap, which is getting a really big number on social media, just look at the responses from Raider Nation. This is a guy that definitely was smart to get out when he did because the team wasn't doing well. If he would have sucked it up, he would have been right here with Pete Carroll and John Spytek and maybe a little bit better.
Come on.
But he didn't
what is
handle
the
it
response
right.
from Raider Nation? Who cares about Raider Nation? Honestly,
No,
what is he supposed to be worried about Raider Nation for? Raider Nation didn't do anything for him.
Yeah, because, Chris, it's simple. There are more Raider fans combined in Southern California than Charger and Ram
Go
fans
back to
combined.
1983,
That's
JT.
not fiction.
Go back to 1983. You live in the past, and so does Raider Nation.
No, go into your Cume book and go into your ratings book and see how many Raider fans there are in Southern California
And
compared
guess what?
to
They're
Ram
all in the
fans and
past.
Charger
And they're
fans
all stuck
combined.
in
And you
the
know the
past,
number's
too.
accurate.
They're all stuck in the past, too. The Rams
Well,
won a
I mean,
Super
you
Bowl
could-
in 2022, and that's where Devontae is, playing for Sean McVay and with Matthew Stafford. Raider fans can dream about the old days when Bo Jackson was running in the 90s. I loved it, too. But for most of the people, the Raiders haven't been relevant and won't be for a long time. I love Pete Carroll and what he did for USC, but he hasn't been successful as an NFL coach in, 10 years? 15 years?
No. Get your numbers straight on his wins
JT,
and
this is a
what
joke.
he's done.
Raider Nation's a joke for making this an issue. Davante Adams said what anybody would say in that position.
Well, you think he'd say what you think anyone would say what Devontae said about him being in a dark
if you were a wide
place?
receiver and you have now been courted to come to Los Angeles and play with one of the greatest head coaches in our history and play with probably a first ballot Hall of Famer if he wins another Super Bowl, which this team could win a Super Bowl. Nobody thinks the Raiders can win a Super Bowl anytime soon. Why wouldn't you say that if you're Davante Adams?
Because he was talking about his time with the Raiders before the Jets. You're obviously
And the
missing
Raiders'
what we're talking about.
The Raiders'
We're
time
not
was a dark
talking
period
about
for
his
him
time.
because the Raiders are a joke, JT. That's why.
Okay. Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Well, I'm
telling you what
used our
happened.
clip. You used our clip to get clickbait today.
I have. You want to look at my clip numbers compared to yours? Your whole
come
station
on.
when it comes to this?
We're
you
the
want to go
most
down that
followed
road?
sports station in America.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay, I will tell you this about Devontae. Devontae Adams is a great player. I have nothing against Devontae Adams. All I am doing is representing the Raider Nation on your show. What he said about being in a dark place and everybody being in a dark place was inaccurate. That's it.
This was your tweet
That's the
earlier
point.
today. I had Scott Kaplan on my Mad Dog radio show last night to talk about this interview. I had a front row seat to Devontae in Vegas. It was a tough season, but not dark for the majority of the roster that didn't quit. Is that calling him out as a quitter or not?
It's saying exactly what I said perfectly in the tweet, that he was a player on a team. He was the only player on the Raiders roster who forced himself off the team.
Because he
That's
didn't want
a
to be
fact.
on a miserable organization anymore.
So
That's
there's
easy to see.
plenty of teams. People don't do this in the NBA all the time, and they don't do it in the NFL, and they don't do it in Major League Baseball when they're playing on a last-place team that is struggling, let alone a team that has history and pride. And for Devontae, I wish him well. I think he's going to have a great year. I think he has a better chance to win the Super Bowl than the Raiders do, obviously. But I'll tell you one thing, what he did and the way he came in, saying what he wanted to do, what he wanted to accomplish, what happened, how much he liked Antonio Pierce. Want to bring that one up? What he said to Mr. Compton and Antonio Pierce and how much he loved being there. Then he flipped. And you can flip on the Chargers.
Said, they cut his quarterback. The reason he went there.
Yeah, he didn't cut a Hall of Famer. He cut a quarterback.
But he went there to play with a certain quarterback, and then the Raiders, because of their brilliance in the front office, decided to move on, and he wasn't happy. Because that never happens with wide receivers, them being unhappy.
And where did he go? And where did he end up going?
He wanted to play with Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, how'd that go?
It didn't go well.
Okay, so we can agree on that. It didn't go well.
Yes.
The way you're spinning it is he left the Raiders and he went on to Utopia. No, it took a while to get to the Rams. Now he's with the Rams.
He's with the LA Rams, which is Utopia. Are the Rams more Utopia than the Raiders right now?
The Rams are in a much better spot this year than the Raiders. I think the Raiders, with Pete Carroll and their new regime, are on the right track going forward in the short term in the next couple of years without Devontae.
So I don't know. Maybe you end up being right, and Devontae Adams was a quitter, but I don't think he was a quitter. I just don't think he was happy.
He 100% quit on the Raiders. You can't understand that? You've been doing this a long time.
I understand what you called him. Yeah, you called him a quitter.
On the Raiders. He ended up with the Rams. Bravo. There's no debate that he quit on the Raiders when other Raider players didn't quit.
I don't think Sean McVay would bring a quitter into his organization. And Sean McVay's record is pretty good as a judge of talent and as a judge of players.
We all agree Devontae's a great player. We're talking about how he left the Raiders, not the press conference sitting next to Cappy explaining the dark place that he's in. And for any of your listeners who are in a dark place for real in life and want to use that word, use it in context, because the way Devontae used the dark place with the Rolls Royce and the golf and the private jets and all of that, all I'm saying is give me a break.
I would agree. Give me a break. Give me a break calling him a quitter.
Now, I've been listening to this for a little while here. By the way, mesmerized. Seriously, mesmerized. Chris, do you feel like you got everything you wanted to say to JT off your chest?
Yeah, I just don't think calling him a quitter when there were obvious reasons why he wasn't happy, or I just don't think that's fair.
Okay, JT, the final thought, the closing argument goes to you.
Devontae Adams quit on the Raiders. We wish him well in L.A. with the Rams, and I'm sure he's going to have a great year.
Hey, last thing. There are a lot of Raider fans here. Can you explain to us what happened with the Raiders in the last couple of days with this Christian Wilkins story?
No, there's not much that I can add to that other than the fact that there's an ongoing investigation. There's a legal battle. There's $35 million still up in the air, and it's really unfortunate because he was one of the best players in the league when he came to Vegas, and the sky was the limit. He only played 5 games for the Raiders, secured the bag. Everybody pretty much liked him, and what happened here at the end with his rehab, his behavior, which I'm not privy to talk about for obvious reasons, will all play out with the attorneys, and we'll find out down the road what actually happened.
All right, JT the Brick, always speaking on behalf of the Raider Nation. And obviously this whole Devontae Adams comment yesterday at Rams training camp blew up, went viral, millions of views, people still talking about it, the Raider Nation not happy about it, and Chris and JT going head-to-head.
We should do a show, Brick. We should do it. Like Smack Off 2025.
Been there, done that. Talk to you guys.
Take care, JT.
See you later, JT.
419, live from SeaWorld San Diego.
Boy, you pissed him off.
Yeah, I was going to say, you really
you pissed him off, dude.
I hope he talks about it on his Mad Dog radio show tonight.
I am curious to know how long it will be before I get a text. Like, what the hell was that?
I bet you get it before the end of 5 o'clock. Before 5 o'clock.
I mean, man, oh man.
You got a read?
I may.
You do.
go ahead.
Coors. Tell us about our friends at Coors.
You know what? We could probably use an icy cold Coors,
Yeah,
although
I
Chris
could.
can't have one.
I can't have one, but
No.
JT can.
I could have one.
I'm sure he could. Icy cold Coors Light. Can I say that it is so wonderful that it's summertime in Southern California? We find ourselves here today at SeaWorld San Diego. And you know what? We're going to have daylight till 8:30 tonight, and that means you have so much more time to do all the things you want to do. Could be a hike on the in your favorite hiking place. It could be a walk on the beach. And by the way, when you're on the beach, you're going to see that icy cold Coors Light plane flying right overhead. And you know, the one thing that brings us all together as sports fans is cheering on our favorite teams and then putting down a couple of nice icy cold Coors Lights. So when you see those mountains on the can and you see that they're blue, you know it is time for icy cold Coors Light. Coors Light, you can pick one up nearby, or you can actually even get it delivered to the house today. All you have to do is visit this website, CAChooseChill.com, CAChooseChill.com to learn more. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Cheers to icy cold Coors Light, and celebrate responsibly, everybody.
Oh, that's on me. By the way, for our YouTube audience at ESPN Los Angeles, they are bringing the Orcas down behind us.
No way.
So in just minutes, you'll be able to see all the Orca action live on YouTube. People in the YouTube chat saying that JT is going to deliver a snapping turtle to me.
Dude, JT is going – there will be repercussions.
What repercussions are that?
There will be –
I won't be able to go on Raider Nation?
There will be repercussions to what you just did to the brick.
What did I do?
Yeah,
I spoke truth.
You attacked the brick.
I did not.
He
attacked us.
And then it turned into an ego battle of who gets more engagement on tweets.
I think that argument I don't even need to make.
Okay.
We run a promo. We're the most followed sports station in the world.
In the world. And by the way,
that promo was done when I was in the hospital.
Yeah.
And you're like, in the world
in
was
the
very
world.
weak. Nobody coached you on that.
No, I think
it's
it was
in the world.
No, that was Travis who said
it's
in the world.
world.
No, that's Travis.
3, 2, 1.
That's not me.
Cap went in the world.
That's not me.
3, 2, 1.
But I'm just here to tell you, there will be repercussions for you, sir.
By the way,
you will have to deal with that.
Oh, I'm really worried.
He's never coming on our show again.
No, he's coming.
Okay.
Well, actually, now we can get Kirk Morrison. He's part of the Raiders broadcast.
They've put it up on YouTube now. They've put up who won the duel, Christopher Arthur Morales or JT the Brick.
Well, I think a lot of Raider fans are going to go JT.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of Rams fans that listen to our radio station. We are the home of Rams football. All right, Jenny Thompson, the zoological supervisor of the Orcas here at SeaWorld San Diego, is going to join us in a few minutes, around 4:30. But first, we're going to come back, clean some things up maybe.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then we'll take another break. We're live from SeaWorld right here on ESPN LA.
Travis Rogers into Marco Farr.
Weekday mornings at 9 a.m. after Clinton and Friends.
This is an unpopular opinion, but I'm going with it.
Go ahead.
I think prime rib's awful.
No, you're a horrible
because of the
human.
fat, right?
It's
you're a horrible human being for saying that.
Undercooked.
No, you can get it well done.
Rubbery, not particularly flavorful. It's too fatty. If I never had another cut of prime rib the rest of my life, I'd be 100% fine.
If there were other choices, I'd probably choose something else.
Yes.
But I'm
the only cut of prime rib that I can kind of sort of get behind is an end cut. That's it.
Well, the end cut.
Yeah.
Well, eating the butt is sometimes better in the long run. But the end cut will give you what you want. Why are you looking at me like that?
Wow.
But you're a bad...
Just messed me all up. Okay.
We'll need this in the Mandy. Because I wasn't really trying to do anything.
Yes, shut up. Yes, you were.
Travis and DeMarco tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
Don't miss Travis and DeMarco on 710 ESPN.
Real men don't bite their nails. They get them buffed and admired. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Save $30 on an indulgent 2-hour mani-pedi combo at Sage Spa.
Number 2.
Pointer Sisters, live August 23rd.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away a Jeep Gladiator and $5,000 in promo chips at 10 p.m. the 31st. Earn entries now. Be here at 10 p.m. on the 31st to win.
Morongo, good times.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Winning matters, especially after an accident. At calljacob.com, we're here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
So wake me up when it's all over. When I'm wise.
Good afternoon, Sedano Kap live from SeaWorld San Diego on 7:10 a.m. The all-new ESPN LA app and at ESPN Los Angeles on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube right now, you see the Orcas behind us.
This is unbelievable, by the way.
I know, it's incredible. On this day in 2013, the #1 UK song. How do you say this group's name?
Oh, it's Avicii.
Avicii, Wake Me Up. You know this song?
It's a guy.
Oh, my God, dude. Look what's going on behind me. I hope everybody's watching on YouTube. So one of the orcas has gone upside down, inverted orca. And what is that noise? Oh, that's you blowing the whistle. Oh, so we have the trainers right behind us.
I believe is going to join us here in a few minutes.
And look at this. They're opening up their mouths. They're saying hi to us. Hey, sticking their tongue out. Hey. I'm sticking my tongue out at the orcas.
Nice job, Cappy.
Yeah, like they're sticking their tongue out at me.
He's
I'm sticking it out. And by the way, this is Corky, a 60-year-old orca. That's incredible.
Hopefully it goes better than my encounter with the 60-year-old sea turtle earlier.
Well, and hopefully it goes better than your encounter with JT the Brick earlier. JT the Brick is going to kick your ass.
By the way, our friend Sam Vitesh texted you, me, and JT and said, love all three of you. You replied, I replied. JT hasn't replied.
It was a great debate.
It was a great debate.
It really was.
I just tweeted at JT. Do you think he's going to remove me as a follower?
Oh, no. What'd you say?
I said it was an honor to debate him at ESPN Los Angeles.
Well, it was good. It was oh wow, Tommy's here. He says he wants to throw JT into the pool here with the orcas.
There's a poll up in our YouTube chat. Who won the duel? Christopher Arthur Morales. That's not my real middle name, by the way. Or JT the Brick.
Yes, it is.
Well, this is amazing. For those of you guys that are watching on our YouTube channel right now, Parker Bell has taken the camera and he's essentially put it so that instead of looking at us, you're looking at these two guys right here. What are their names? Corky and Ikaika? Corky and Ikaika, the two orcas. And we got a huge crowd here. Hey, does everybody want to say hello to everybody that's listening out here on the radio? Come on, how about it? You guys having a good time? Yeah. All right. You guys like these orcas? Yeah. We got a big crowd here today.
By the way, Cappy Lova in the YouTube chat says maybe throw in Brick and Morales in the orca tank and see who comes out.
Ooh. I know, you look like a tasty treat.
Beto Duran texted the group text, beautiful radio.
Really?
Hey, this is what we do. We create content.
Well, this is the thing. I literally sat here mesmerized.
Literally.
By the two of you guys battling back and forth. And I liked when it almost got real personal.
Oh, JT was he was about to go personal on me.
He
was going to say, you almost died.
It almost got real personal when it turned into you accused JT
of using us as clickbait.
You absolutely did. You said you used us as clickbait. And that
Did he not?
Well, I mean, he commented on a tweet.
No, he reshared it. He reposted it.
Yeah, but he also commented on it.
Reposting ESPN LA is going to get you traction.
Okay, well, but you know who he is. You know he's the voice of the Raider Nation. And you know he's got to step up for the Raiders.
By the way, Lindsay made a great point that how do we know Devontae? His whole talking point is Devontae Adams shouldn't use the term dark place because there are people in real life, if you will, that are in a dark place. How do we know he wasn't in a dark place?
Well, that's because you have the Lambo and the money.
Just because he has a Rolls Royce and is making a lot of money, that doesn't mean he's not in a dark place.
And that's what I was saying to JT is like, couldn't he have gotten himself into a dark place professionally?
Right.
Because he was so utterly unhappy with what was going on. You know, you think about it. You leave the Packers. You can go to everybody wants you. But your best friend is the quarterback of the Raiders. And you want to play with him because you guys had this great chemistry that turned both of you into excellent NFL players because you played together in college. So now you have all these reasons. I want to go closer to home.
Right.
I want to play with my best friend. I want to be closer so my grandma can come see me play. And yes, Of course Davante Adams bought in on Antonio Pierce. Everybody bought in on Antonio Pierce. And then ultimately Mark Davis went, what am I doing here? I took a linebacker coach who has not even yet been a coordinator, and because he likes the Raiders and because he smokes cigars after the game, he's going to be our coach. He sounds like a tough guy. He embodies what the Raider Nation is. And it turned out to be a disaster. And even prior to that, Josh McDaniels was a disaster. And so if you're Davante Adams, you came to play with Carr. They humiliated your best friend.
Dark Carr.
They gave you Jimmy G. It wasn't working out for anybody, and it wasn't Jimmy G's fault, and it wasn't Davante's fault. It was everybody's fault. And then you find yourself in this dark place. Like, we're in a dark place right now. You know, like we're underground here, and we're in the pool, essentially.
Yeah, we're not underground, really. We're
we're kind of like...
We're below ground.
We're below ground.
Pool. And so, yeah, I could see where Davante was like, I came here for this. It turned into something else. I'm miserable. I hate it here. I want out. And Davante can't hide from everything that he said on the show. He said everything he said, which is why most of us thought he's a bad teammate. But to your point, when Sean McVay is willing to take a chance on you.
That's the thing. Just like when Bill Belichick and Tom Brady brought in Randy Moss after how everybody spoke about Randy Moss. It's because they knew they could maybe get the best of him. And guess what? They went perfect that season. Now, they ultimately lost in the Super Bowl. We all know the history. But they believed, while other teams were saying, oh, Randy Moss is a bad teammate. Oh, he's this, he's that. They believed they could get something out of him. If Sean McVay and my new best friend, Wes Snead, and the Rams organization led by Kevin Demoff are willing to say, you know what? We're going to bring in Davante Adams because we believe he can get us closer to a Super Bowl. And despite maybe what other people are saying, I believe Sean McVay.
So do I. And that's the thing, is that we all trust that Sean McVay is one of the best coaches of this era, and he knows how to get the best out of his players. One of the things we talked about yesterday with Davante that nobody's talking about was when he got to his first team meeting and McVay was showing highlights of him last year with the Jets, saying, guys, look what we are adding to our roster. And Davante, in a very humble way, said, I wasn't really sure if that was a great idea because I knew that Cooper Kupp was a very popular guy on this roster. Right. So I didn't know how people were going to respond. So I think that you made some amazing points, and I thought the debate was awesome.
Say it. Say it out loud, Cappy, that I KO'd him.
I
KO'd him.
JT had his... Where it got personal.
He was up on the ropes, and I got him. Just say it.
You called him a guy who was playing a clickbait game, and you accused him of using our social media content to be a clickbait guy and get some shine off of that. And, boy, he got pissed. He got pissed. And then he actually wanted to challenge you, the engagement that we get at ESPN LA versus the engagement that JT gets on his tweets. And he got pissed.
We can continue this in just a moment. Radio Tinder will move to about 4:45 because Jenny Thompson, the zoological supervisor here at the Orcas at SeaWorld San Diego, is going to join us next. It is Sedano and Cap. Today, Cappy and Morales live from SeaWorld San Diego. We'll come back. We'll talk Orcas, Cappy, next on 710 a.m., the all-new ESPN LA app, and, of course, on YouTube, where you can see the Orcas swimming behind us at ESPN Los Angeles. More fun next.
The most followed sports radio station in the world.
In the world. That's right. In the world.
710 ESPN.
You know it. Yeah. Tell your friends.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
We're naturally entertaining.
Yes. LA's mega sports station. 710 ESPN.
Have you checked out the new Park West Bicycle Casino? Only 9 miles from downtown LA, right off the 710. The bike has been reimagined with new ownership, renovations, and 200 table games. ESPN listeners get $30 in match play when they walk in and say, Cappy sent me. Park West Bicycle Casino. Real cards, real prizes, real close.
Please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER. GEAR-001291, 001289, 001292. PSIS license number 1358.
Dealing with slow drains, dips, and water pressure? Trust the experts at NextGen, the official AC heating, plumbing, and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. Their expert technicians fix even the toughest of jobs. Get your stubborn drains working again with expert drain clearing for just $88. Plus, enjoy peace of mind with their 30-day guarantee. Call NextGen now at 833-3NEXTGen or visit nextgenaironplumbing.com to book online. CSLB number 1011173, 30-day guarantee and $88 drain clearing or requires accessible clean-out and camera inspection.
Progressive knows when you own a boat or RV, it's like you're automatically on vacation, even if you're actually a marriage counselor in the middle of couples therapy. But in your mind, you're camping in Acadia, puttering around Frenchman Bay. Your boat and RV are both protected. You're lobster drenched in butter and... Uh-oh, did your clients just notice you weren't listening? Quick, do the thing where you just repeat back exactly what they said but as a question. They bought it. Now back to Maine, earning an automatic discount bundling your boat or RV with your home or auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. SkillBridge and other VA benefits are available to those who qualify.
O'clock, yeah, it's thick 30. I've been through a lot, but I'm still flirty.
Sedano and Kap, Dave Morales and Cappy live from SeaWorld San Diego. Fun and frivolity is ensuing, Cappy.
It sure is.
On this day in 2022, the number one hit, About Damn Time, Lizzo. Just like it was about damn time
it was
that
time.
I eat JT the Brick alive on the radio, which I did
well, 2
segments ago. Listen to it on the pod or on YouTube.
I'll tell you this right now. There's a group chat, and he has not replied, and I think he's pissed. And he actually said something. He goes, "Did you bring me on to berate me?" That's what he said.
Oh, like he hasn't made a career of berating people?
That's what he said.
Don't see, you're scared. You're going to call Sedano. You won't believe what Morales
Oh, no,
did
no,
while you're on vacation.
no. You know what's going to happen? Sedano's going to call me, and he's going to be like, "What did you do while I was on vacation? What did you do to Devontae
He's
Adams?"
making a list right now of all the things because there's going to be so many of them.
I already got ahead of it, and I texted Sedano.
What'd you say?
I can't wait to tell you how I ate JT alive.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I got ahead of it. You don't think I know the things? But listen, we'll get back to that in a moment. Jenny Thompson, the zoological supervisor with the Orcas here at SeaWorld San Diego, is joining us. Jenny, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Beautiful. Now, you have basically... What are you doing? You're blowing like the whistle, right?
Yep.
And the orcas are coming down, and they've been entertaining everybody on our YouTube channel. Now, so they can hear the whistle through this glass?
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. They have amazing hearing both above ours and below our talking levels. So they can hear this whistle, which essentially just means, yes, that was correct.
Okay.
But the reason they're coming down is there are 2 trainers up top actually sending them down on a signal.
Okay.
So we teach them through sign language and tell them we teach them what each signal means, and then the whistle just means, yes, that was correct.
Jenny, it's so interesting because I've noticed all the trainers are all wearing like the black and
Yeah.
white like wetsuit, right?
Yeah.
So we've got yourself, we've got these 2 young ladies on either side of us, and there's another trainer that's over there, and I notice her communicating up top with the other trainers.
Yes.
Wow.
Lots of people.
Right. Wow. So these orcas, somebody said that one of them is 60 years old.
Yes, Corky, the one on our left right there, sticking your tongue out at all the kids. She is the legendary Corky that is 60 years old.
Wow, and how about this one?
Ikaika is 22. Yep, he's
22?
a big boy. He's our
Wow.
biggest male, actually, our largest whale here.
How many orcas are there here at SeaWorld San Diego?
We have 8.
Wow.
We have 4 males and 4 females.
Okay. And so talk to us about like what you guys do with these orcas, because from what I understand, there's like the trainers in particular, a lot of love for these animals. The show that you guys put on here is all about sort of you guys and your interpretation of what they are in the wild versus what they are. Just talk to us about that.
Well, I can speak for myself and most of the team that these whales, the reason we work at SeaWorld is we saw a killer whale when we were younger. For me personally, I saw Corky when I was 5 years old.
Here.
At another park,
Okay,
but
got it.
I also watched her, and I knew killer whales. I was like, I need to work with them. I need to be around them. They're my favorite animal. So I ended up, learning more about them in the wild, and came and watched Corky and all of her trainers, and was like, I want to build a relationship with these animals. It's the most impressive thing I've ever seen.
How long ago was this?
A long time ago.
Okay. It almost sounded like you were like, last week I decided I want to have a relationship with this fish.
Like 4 decades ago.
Okay, got it.
But...
You look great, girl. You look great.
Thank you. And so getting to work with her again. So for me, I want to provide the best care possible for these guys, right? And so with this new presentation, I feel like people didn't know that we still had killer whales here at SeaWorld, right? And so it was like, okay, why? Because we do. So what do we need to do to bring back that emotion, to bring back that connection, to inspire these children to take care of our oceans, to want to come back and see these whales? Because I know the trainers and myself, we are here probably more than we are with our families.
Right.
My husband doesn't love that, but I love these whales so much. So anyway, our goal with this new presentation was to kind of bring back that whole feeling and to inspire people to want to do better, do more for the ocean, because these guys actually help us learn how we can help their wild counterparts. So they do a lot of stuff to not only, help other killer whales, but we've worked on projects with boating noise and stuff like that, because now some of the whales up in like Washington area, they're actually very threatened now because of stuff we're doing. So how can we be better to keep some of the wild counterparts doing okay? And we are learning that from our whales.
That's amazing.
Wow, really cool. Do you get, because you're wearing the wetsuit, do you get into the water?
No.
Okay, because it's just like the way you guys are dressed. I didn't know.
Yes, so we are poolside with them all the time, and so we get wet all the time. They move a lot of water, and in the presentations we get soaking wet too. So it's good to have, and also if we slip or we fall in the water.
How many other trainers, is that the right word?
Yeah.
How many other people are doing the same sort of thing that you're doing? How many does it take to take care of these 8 killer whales?
Yes. So on our whole roster, including our curator, we have, I want to say, like 19 or 20 of us. And then at minimum, we have to have like 7 people in order to get into what we call the whale zone and to work closely and be able to have that contact with them. And we have trainers that come in early in the morning at 7 a.m. and we prepare their breakfast and all the meals, right? And each whale gets a certain amount of food every day. Corky eats about 200 pounds of food every day.
Really?
Wow.
What is it?
It's herring, mackerel, capelin, sometimes sardines, and then big salmon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we prepare that in the morning. We make sure they're getting, their whole diet. We also weigh them once a week and make sure they're not gaining too much weight, not losing too much, that they're nice and healthy.
Beautiful.
And then throughout the day, just trying to enrich them, stimulate them, exercise, play, all that fun stuff.
Jenny Thompson, the zoological supervisor here at the Orcas at SeaWorld San Diego. Now, you guys are doing your summer spectacular, the reimagined Orca Encounter. For a family that's never come down to SeaWorld San Diego, talk about what the reimagined Orca Encounter show is like. Why should they come and visit SeaWorld San Diego?
Because you're going to laugh, you're going to cry, you're going to love every moment, and you really get to see the personalities of the whales. I think that's the biggest thing. Our previous Orca Encounter, I felt didn't quite showcase their power and the personalities. These killer whales are such social animals with people, even in the wild. Killer whales have been known to bring food to underwater divers. There's like a National Geographic thing where one of the killer whales brought like a stingray over to this diver, like, here you go. So they are such social animals. And so we really get to showcase each and everyone's different personalities in this show, presentation, excuse me. Every presentation is different. You're never going to see the same thing, and all the whales, different whales will be in each presentation, and hopefully leaving you very inspired.
Do they still splash everybody in those front rows?
Oh, yes.
There is still the splash zone.
Yes.
When we were here earlier this year, I saw the show and I splashed. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We have a whole segment that is meant just for splashing.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
This is so cool. I'm blown away by how you guys can communicate with these whales, and that those little whistles.
Yeah.
What is that telling the whale? What is?
Yeah. So all this says is we've taught them that this means yes. That is correct. And so because we can't, like, if we're right in front of them, I can be like, yeah, good job, But if they're really far away, I cannot say like, yes, good job. So this is a little whistle. Sounds like that.
Who knew that,
right?
that high-pitched sound would work for those?
Yeah, I think we started, I'm sure it was through trial and error back in the day, but we've also done so many studies on the levels of their hearing, and so we know they can't hear our everyday voices.
Right.
So this high pitch they've been able to hear, and we've just simply taught them that this is kind of the bridge between the yes and no far away, and so we tell them, yep, correct thing, come back to your trainer, receive some sort of reinforcement.
How many presentations happen a day here?
Right now, between 3 and 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, this is. I'm really cool. I've just taken some pictures of them right behind us, and the kids all here are loving it. And how much glass is between us and the whale?
I mean, it's less than a foot for sure,
okay.
right? Yeah, probably less than 6 inches.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. You're right here with killer whales.
Yeah, I know. I want to touch the glass, but I'm a little weirded out. Like they might.
We'll set you up.
I love when they open their mouths too, and they get those big tongues and stuff.
Yep. They actually swallow their food whole. They don't even chew their food.
Mm.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
That's amazing. Jenny Thompson, thank you for spending some time with us. SeaWorld San Diego, the Orca encounter, the
How about a round of
reimagined
applause
Orca
for Jenny
encounter.
here, people?
Thank you so much, Jenny.
How about a round of applause for Jenny? She's awesome. Her team is amazing.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Keep making magic here at
We
SeaWorld San
will.
Diego.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, Jenny.
Yeah.
By 4:45, Sedano and Cap live from SeaWorld San Diego. Why don't we do some Radio Tinder next with producer Lindsay Baseball?
Let's do that.
And then at 5 o'clock when we go commercial free, I want to play some clips from when JT lost it.
Oh, stop. You're not going to do that to the guy.
We're doing radio.
You're doing this to the guy?
What, you're going to pull punches
I'm
because
not
you went
pulling
on
punches.
his show last
no
night?
No punches pulled. No punches
You know
pulled.
you're not allowed to go on Matt Del Radio now anymore.
Why not?
Because he's not going to take you on.
Oh, you think he's going to – so I'm no longer welcome.
He's going to blow that SeaWorld whistle to try to get you to come on the show.
And it means yes.
No, you better not.
Look, here he comes. Oh, my God. Look at this. Look at this. Look at Jenny in total control of a 5,000-pound mammal. 10,000 pounds.
Yeah, you shortchanged them.
10,000 pounds. 200 pounds of food a day. Look at this. Oh, wait, we're going to take a picture with Jenny.
Oh,
wait, we're taking a picture with Jenny? Yeah. Okay, hold on, Jenny. We're taking a picture. Wait, hold on. I got to get my camera.
We'll get Parker.
Parker's got it. 3, 2, 1. Hey.
3, 2,
Yeah.
1. There you go. All right, we do Radio Tinder next. We are live from SeaWorld San Diego, part of their Summer Spectacular. And more Sedano and Cap, Radio Tinder next on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey, it's Greg Bergman. If you aren't joining Marcus Grant, Parker Bell, and myself every morning on the Blue Review from 8:30 to 8:55 on the ESPN LA YouTube page, what are you even doing with your mornings? We break down everything from Shohei hitting bombs to Tanner Scott blowing saves. We talk about the highs and don't brush off the lows. Always honest and talking how we feel. It's all thanks to LAX, where changes are arriving daily and transforming the travel experience. The Blue Review every morning from 8:30 to 8:55 on the ESPN LA YouTube page. The Blue Review. The Blue Review.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Pack your summer with awe and awesome at SeaWorld San Diego. Get real close to over 9,000 animals. Be wowed at the all-new Jewels of the Sea, the Jellyfish Experience. Now open. Race at unreal speeds across over 16,000 feet of coaster track. Be amazed at the reimagined Journey to Atlantis. Coming soon. Make summer spectacular with high thrill shows, concerts, and fireworks. Now through September 1st at SeaWorld. Save up to 70% on tickets during our end of summer sale. Hurry, offer ends soon. Taxes, fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Today, Morales and Cappy, live from SeaWorld San Diego. Radio Tinder time. We moved it down a little bit thanks to Jenny Thompson for joining us. She's whistling at the Orcas right now with Cappy. Happy 62nd birthday. You know we like to play a TV theme during Radio Tinder. Lisa Kudrow turned 62. Of course, she played Phoebe. Phoebe?
She looks great.
On Friends.
Yeah.
Yes. You can follow her at Lindsay Baseball on Twitter or Instagram. Don't forget about our new sponsor, Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal. No gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR, F-L-O-O-R, or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
Homeboy.
Coming up at 5 o'clock, we'll go commercial free. We'll reset the...
The big debate, huh?
The feud.
It is now a feud.
Has Sedano commented on it yet?
No,
He's
yet.
not gotten out of pocket for that?
We'll talk about the Devontae Adams stuff from camp yesterday, which led then to today's bit, which is me just eating alive JT the Brick. The way the sea turtles ate alive that lettuce I threw at him earlier.
Well, hey, listen, the way Corky, the killer whale here, eats 200 pounds of herring. You're eating them up.
JT, this ain't 2005 anymore, homeboy.
Well, you started yelling at him, too. Get it. You got to be realistic. The Raiders
I
are
didn't
no
yell
good.
at him.
You were.
Oh, I'm sorry for
You were
doing...
pretty animated.
So, wait a minute. People say we don't talk enough sports. Then we do passionate sports radio.
Yeah.
And now you're saying, no, you went too hard.
No, not too hard. Not too hard at all.
Cappy, you
Hey,
were
listen.
also, like, really on one.
I was just mesmerized by the conversation. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with it. And I'm telling you.
By the way, somebody in the YouTube chat said, whose idea was it to have VTB on the show? No, that's Vic the Brick. LA legend Vic the Brick. This is JT the Brick, national radio legend.
I think that JT should have loved that conversation.
He should have.
And loved that debate.
Talk about what it does for engagement, huh?
By the way, the what is it? The poll. I forgot the name. You know, I had 3 strokes.
Right, I know.
451. The poll up on the YouTube chat, who won the duel, is now tied at 50-50.
Wow.
Christopher Arthur Morales or JT the Brick. Which way did you vote? You voted for JT, didn't you? Because you're
How
a
do you
JT
tell?
apologist.
How do you tell?
I can't.
I think I voted for you.
Okay. Time for Lindsay Baseball. Time for Radio Tinder. Take it away, Linz.
Maybe I voted for JT.
I know you did. You're a hack. And
Just
if,
like JT.
and if it wasn't for George Sedano and I saving your career, right, you'd end up doing Mad Dog Radio. Take that, JT. Radio Tinder time.
There was
Take
last
the-
night one of his producers when I was like on the phone. He's like, "Hey, thanks for helping us out." I'm like, "Helping you out? I'm just guessing." What do you? Oh,
No, you were helping them out.
I was.
I made you a star in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Me and Sedano.
Okay.
Made you a star.
You guys hear that? He made me a star.
Take it away, Linz.
Just making sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, guys, it's been a little while since we heard about Ippei, the interpreter and former friend of Shohei Ohtani. But it turns out that this whole saga with the gambling and the scandal and everything is going to be headed to Stars. So Variety has reported that the cable, I guess it's a cable channel and streamer, is nearing a deal for a series, although it has not been officially closed at this time. So it was reported back in May of last year.
Stars, the movie channel.
Yes.
Yeah, like I was also thinking.
It's
I thought
also
it was
a
like a
streamer.
magazine.
When was the last time I heard of Stars?
Stars, the movie, and streaming. I watch it on streaming. I don't.
Tonight on Stars, the story of Ippei, placing bets.
I mean, if you would have told me Netflix or Paramount Plus or Amazon Prime, I'd be like, okay, I know that. But Stars, I
I
haven't
can't
heard
wait
of
till they have like a
Stars.
character playing Shohei who pretends to know nothing. I know nothing.
By the way, Travis is kind of like on our side with that.
But he doesn't want to admit it because he's a
No,
Dodgers
he
apologist.
kind of like toes the line where he's like, I just feel like there's something we don't know here.
There's a lot we don't know here.
So they're going to make it into a scripted series, though. So instead of it being like a docuseries, like I would prefer, they're going to have actors and actresses playing these people, and it will be interesting to see who gets cast in both Shohei's role and Ippei's role, and even like some of the other people that are like part of the whole, the whole mishpucha.
I actually wish though that there was a documentary though where somebody
There will be.
dug
There will be.
deep.
There will be.
Like go dig deep and find out what really happened. Because again,
But that's going to take a couple years to do all that digging because a lot of that are going to be sealed in federal documents. You're going to have to get those unsealed and get
Some of it
you have
will
to
take
do real
decades
yeah.
because it'll have to be like after Shohei's out of
Yeah.
baseball.
You have to do real digging
Right.
and bank records and all that.
as great as Shohei Ohtani is, and you can't take anything away from the player that he is, but don't you just kind of feel like there's still no way that somebody would know that their interpreter was taking millions and millions and by the way, this is all before his $700 million contract. Don't you find it hard to believe that somebody was taking that amount of money from your account and this guy just, I had no idea. I never look at my bank account. I just find that hard to believe. And by the way, here's another thing. I do think that when you're the star of baseball, not Major League Baseball, you're the star of the sport internationally, that you don't want to humiliate this guy and then have to deal with the repercussions of what that means. I know George and I have debated this over and over and over again. He's like, no, the feds found him innocent. He's fine. I'm like,
Yeah, right.
I just don't believe that. I think there's more to the story.
So here's my only
the
thing.
biggest celebrity in Japan, the
But here's
biggest star.
Here's what I've got in my head, too, because I was there when he called his tinfoil hats last year. I agreed that Ohtani had to know something. But if you're Shohei, wouldn't you have taken care of it to where none of us ever knew about it? And maybe
He
the guy
thought he did.
I don't know. It's just,
I think he paid him off, and that, because they said this wasn't just one big transaction. I think the
Right.
final one was like, "This is it. You're in trouble. I'm helping you out. This is one last time. It's done." And then the guy, I think maybe since he did that, the dude that was taking the money to gamble with was like, "Oh
the bookie,
yeah, the
who
bookie
now apparently is doing radio interviews.
right."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we should get him on.
Do you want to talk to the bookie?
Sure.
I'll
But
talk
we
to
got to
the
do
bookie.
it like this style.
Does he still book bets?
I don't think so. I think
No?
he's under federal indictment.
Oh, okay.
Well, then we can't. Then he won't say much, right?
I don't
He's
know
not gonna say
how-
anything
I
incriminating.
just definitely feel like
that was his
like,
cash cow, though.
Shohei Ohtani was such a big star and meant so much to Major League Baseball, means so much to the country of Japan. We talk about the economic impact all over baseball for Ohtani.
He is like an economy in itself.
Yeah, and I just feel like there are a lot of reasons why somebody needs to take the fall, and it can't be him. And I know, again, George and I have debated this over and over and over again. He believes exactly what is out there, which is, hey, the federal government cleared him of all charges, so it's a done deal. I don't believe that.
We're in the middle of Radio Tinder. Christopher Smith on the YouTube chat goes, I wonder if JT ever shows his gutless voice on this show again.
I would think he should be back. In fact, he should come back at the top of the hour. Let's pick it up where we left it off.
Do you think he's going to say, oh, I don't want Morales on it this time? Kind of like that one guest did, but we won't say it.
Who's that? Said
Anyway.
that you shouldn't be
I
on
don't
it?
even know who it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you were saying that one of the guests said that I shouldn't be on it.
No. That I shouldn't be on. But
Oh,
go
I don't
ahead.
know who that is.
Continue Radio
Well,
Tinder.
actually, so Funchy's back from staycation.
Funchy lover.
Funchy.
So Funchy's got the next one. Hey, Funch, welcome back. We missed you.
Welcome back, Funch.
Lover.
Hey guys, miss you guys.
Lover.
You too, Phil.
Huh, that
Miss
was
you guys.
uneventful.
Lover, how come you didn't come to SeaWorld today, Lover?
Funch, who do you think won that segment, me or JT the Brick?
I voted for JT.
Really?
Yeah, just on points. Just on points alone. He beat you by 2 points.
2 points?
Yeah, I got you on one round. Round
I'm
7.
here. Where?
Round 7.
Get out. Round 7 was a 10-8 round?
Yeah, it was a 10-8 round.
Morales went down. He was
Yeah.
knocked down. It was a 10-8
Well,
round.
it's not the Letterman card. It's the Funches card.
Got it.
Well, Jim, 101.99 in favor of Morales.
Go ahead, Funch.
Also, I have breaking news as well.
Uh-oh.
Got some breaking news. Got some breaking news. I did something on my vacation. I thought I should have did this a long time ago. I joined Instagram.
Oh, Funchy lover.
Is it Funchy Lover?
It's
on
Funch,
IG?
It's Funch on the street.
Oh,
Funch on the
nice.
street.
Lunch
I
on
love
the
it.
street.
Yeah, so look
Welcome
for me.
to Insta. Wait, have you posted yet?
I just posted my cat picture. That's it.
Oh, nice.
Me
That's
holding my
amazing.
cat, my little kitty cat.
Oh, dude, wait a second. Do you have a whole bunch of you got a bunch of underscores?
Yeah, you do. So it's Funch underscore on underscore
Yeah, why'd
the
you do that?
underscore
Why'd you do
street.
that, Funch?
I like that.
But
Well, if
it's
everybody
harder to find you.
Everybody follow that.
Well, just
Funch
find Funch.
underscore on the street. A lot of
You
underscores
should
there.
just change it to Funchy lover.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't go with Funchy Lover.
Maybe I will.
Anyway, what's your radio
Okay,
Tinder,
so
Funchy?
I got into a new show while I was out. Have you guys heard of The King's Court? It's on Bravo TV.
No.
It's a dating reality show where all these women are fighting for 3 guys, and the 3 guys are former NBA star Carlos Boozer.
Boozer?
Yes,
They found
Boozer.
3 women to fight over him?
Yes. Also, supermodel Tyson Beckford. Remember him?
Yes, I remember Tyson
yeah,
Beckford.
He
Yeah.
was in a Tony Braxton video.
Yes,
looking
yes,
dude.
yes.
Oh, yeah?
And also, former I don't know if he wrestles anymore in the WWE, but Titus O'Neil.
Oh, yeah.
Now, him I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
he's a big jack guy.
yeah. So all these women are fighting for him. You know, they're just so it's so funny because like some of these women are in their 40s, some of them in their 50s, and are just acting like teenagers in front of these guys. You know what I mean? By like putting down the other women in the room, saying I'm better. And 2 girls walked out on the show on the first week, after not getting picked because they're used to being the hottest girls in the room, and they're not, they didn't get picked.
Kirk.
So, I guess this question is more geared for Morales, Lindsay, and DeAndre, because Cappy has been on a reality show, and I don't know if I can ever be on a reality show. Yeah, I don't know if I can ever be on a reality show, but can Morales, Lindsay, or DeAndre be on a reality show?
Do you want to, or could you?
Could you, or would you?
I mean, I kind of lived it when I almost died. 4:59.
You lived your own reality show?
Yeah,
how did 2 weeks in the hospital.
Would you document everything?
I did not, but you could have been documented.
Okay.
Had I known I was going to make it, had I really known what was going on, we should have documented.
We should have absolutely. We should have sent the social team to the hospital. We should have sent the kids in the back to every single day document your attempt to survive.
Especially when I had the anal catheter.
Oh, the anal catheter would have been great.
Yeah, that was rough.
Like
That
Parker
would have
should have been at your
great.
bedside every night holding your hand.
Yeah.
Parker, would you have done that? You would have? Really? It's kind of like that show, The Pit, where they show you like really graphic stuff in a hospital. Chris's anal catheter would have been just phenomenal.
He could have fed you
Especially-
Jello and everything.
Especially during physical therapy 2 days later when it fell out.
Oh.
Well, that was rough.
Linz, would you go on a reality show?
I would not, unless it was like you make a bunch of money. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm. You know how I am.
You don't want to go on Love Island?
No.
I don't think
You don't want to have guys fight for you on a reality show?
What was that, Funchy?
You don't want to have guys fight for you on a reality show?
No, absolutely not. That's weird.
But would you do one where you had to survive like the poop cruise for like let's
Not
say you
that,
got
no.
$1 million for a week on the poop cruise?
Like,
There's a show called The Poop Cruise?
No.
There's a Netflix doc.
If you had to, and they told you what was going to happen. The power was going to go out, and it's the poop cruise.
and I was going to get $1 million.
$1
I would do
survive a
that.
week.
I would do that. That's more of like a game show, though, right? Like I'd go on a game show.
I would say if I were going to go on
We
any
got to go and
reality
name that
show.
tune, by the way, because we would kill.
Yeah, you think you do good on Name That Tune?
1,000%. Chris is the only person that's ever come close to like being as good as me.
I'd say The Amazing Race. I love The Amazing Race, and I think I could do well as long as I had the right partner. You think
It
you'd
ain't
be a
gonna be
good partner
Morales,
on The
right?
Amazing Race? Chris, you think you'd be a good partner on The Amazing Race?
No.
I know who you'd pick.
You guys
You'd
would
pick
fight
D.
too much.
Yeah, we'd fight.
Yeah,
guys would
DeAndre would be
fight
a
too
good
much.
partner because DeAndre could like.
Yeah, but DeAndre's very sensitive. I've
And he
noticed
doesn't
this
know.
week.
He doesn't
really?
know like the like
Because I
traveling and
because I told I love him. I love that brother Kasim now and Jonathan Martin.
Yeah.
DeAndre's gotten all weird with me.
DeAndre, do you feel like you've gotten very sensitive this week around Chris?
I have not, no.
No, see,
Honestly.
you can hear it. You can hear it.
You can, huh?
There's something like he's gone JT the Brick on me.
Oh, wow. Hey, who did you vote for? Did you vote for JT the Brick or Morales?
You know, I'm not going to lie to you. I thought Morales won that one for sure.
Oh, there we
wow.
go, young D.
By the way, we've got an update.
My
from
brother
Beto.
DeAndre.
An update from Beto Duran?
Yeah, on the voting, he said both fighters went down. L.A. judge has it Morales 96-94. Las Vegas judge has it JT 96-94. British judge tied it 95-95. We
It's
have a
draw?
split draw.
A draw. Wow, we've got a draw.
A split draw.
Wow.
Okay, what's the difference between a straight draw and a split draw?
That's a good question.
That's because you have three different draws. They're not all like 95, 95, 95.
Is that like Cappy's underpants? 3 different?
Yes.
Okay. Radio Tinder made possible by Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Thank you, Lynn. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal. No gimmicks. Call 866-624 or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. Wholesale, actually. Not what I said.
You said wholesale? But you meant wholesale.
Wholesale.
Okay.
503 in the Southland at KSPN Los Angeles, a good Karma Brands radio station. When we come back, we'll do a half-hour nonstop. We'll talk about what you did yesterday that got Devontae Adams to make you go viral, and how JT the Brick might go viral after our segment earlier. Plus, Tyler Carter, the park president of SeaWorld San Diego, is going to join us again. We talked to Tyler before when we were here earlier in the
That's
spring.
right.
All that and more next on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Have you checked out the new Park West Bicycle Casino? Only 9 miles from downtown LA, right off the 710. The bike has been reimagined with new ownership, renovations, and 200 table games. ESPN listeners get $30 in match play when they walk in and say, Cappy sent me. Park West Bicycle Casino. Real cards, real prizes, real close.
Please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER. GAR-001291. 001289. 001292. PSIS license number 1358.
Hey, it's Travis. Every legend has a story, and those stories are kept at Legends Attic in Claremont. Legends Attic is the premier sports memorabilia gallery and store that offers a unique blend of rare and iconic collectibles. It's a community for sports fans and collectors, so go check it out for yourself. Legends Attic, 619 West Foothill Boulevard in the city of Claremont. Visit legendsattic.com and be sure to follow Legends Attic on all social media platforms so you can stay connected to know about their upcoming signings and special events with Hall of Famers and pro players.
GNC knows that you're not always feeling it at the gym, but don't get down, get lit, and get more out of every workout. Beyond Raw Lit is a clinically dosed pre-workout that flips the switch and gives you more energy, focus, intensity, and pumps. The perfect combo for a killer workout. Plus, it's got incredible flavors and thousands of 5-star reviews, so you know it's good. Pick it up at GNC stores or go to gnc.com.
Hey, Joe Fortenbaugh here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sportsbook for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with the promo code JOEQ to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. It's 5 p.m. in the Southland.
Turn it up, man.
Time to blow that 5 o'clock whistle with Sedano and Cappy.
That's right, it's the 5 o'clock hour on Sedano and Cap. And it's time for 30 minutes non-stop.
Sedano and Cap on 710 ESPN.
With fun and frivolity, tomfoolery and hijinks, and Cappy doing his thing, thanks to our friends at Real Father's Rights. Real Father's Rights, the father's rights attorney.
Visit rfr710.com or call 833-ESPN-710.
Let's do it, 5 o'clock in the Southland.
30 minutes of non-stop Sedano and Cap starts now.
You ready for this? And time for the Real Father's Rights 5 o'clock hour on 710 ESPN. Let's do it, Jack!
Ba-da-bop. Boom, bean-bop, ba-da-bop, pick-a-doom, dee-bop. Bean, ba-da-boom.
5:06 in the afternoon, Sedano and Cap. Today, Morales and Cappy live from SeaWorld San Diego, along with Lindsay Baseball. What an afternoon we've had so far. We've had the killer whales, the Orca encounter behind us, reimagined.
Right.
I was playing with the sea turtles earlier. Ken, the 60 or 85-year-old sea turtle, the brownback, he almost bit my hand off when I was throwing lettuce.
And then Corky, the 60-year-old Orca, just came by and hung out, which was kind of cool.
10,000 pounds.
Yeah. Now, what's going on here, Parker? What is these young ladies here at SeaWorld San Diego? Come on in here, girls. There's these young girls. How old are you young ladies? 16 years old, okay? And they're all like, hey, we know you. Who do we know?
You, Cappy?
Do we know each other? Do we all know each other? We don't.
Oh, she watches the Cappy Cast.
This young lady watches the podcast. Give me five,
these
girl.
are the three people that watch.
Oh, what a revelation.
Where are you girls from? From Sacramento. All three? Wow, Sacramento. We're cousins.
Are
I
you
love
Padres
this.
fans or Dodgers fans? Who's
Are you guys
baseball team?
fans? No. Well, and what are you guys doing out here at SeaWorld today? Just hanging out, having a good time, visiting? Okay. Vacation. I love it. What are your names? Karina? Tatiana? Diana. What names? Everybody's got an A at the end of their name. Oh, they're Russian. Okay. See, they're watching the Cappy Cast in Russia.
Well, that's good.
You know?
It's good.
All right.
It's good that you're taking care of the Russian sports audience.
That's right. That's exactly right. Well, you girls have a great day. So nice to see you guys. Hey, thanks a lot, ladies. Nice to meet you. All
Take care,
right.
girls.
Way to go, girls.
Keep listening.
By the way, Cappy Lubba in the YouTube chat writes, we should all just call Funches by his new name, _Funchy. Follow Funchy Lubba. He's now on IG. This is big because there's two teammates here at the station that avoid IG at all costs.
Okay.
One has been Michael Funches, and he just said he never could get into it, but he's on Twitter.
Okay.
And one is producer Jorge, and we know why producer Jorge don't get on IG.
Why is that?
He could get in trouble.
He has it. He just doesn't have it. He has a burner account.
Well, exactly. You don't want to get in trouble.
He's just always sending me like these funny like food, but
Kind of like when guys tell you they share an IG account with their girlfriend or their wife.
Who does
they
that?
have like a combined one. That's because they got in trouble.
Oh.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, Young D?
I do, yes.
You know what I mean?
So I did not mean to get in trouble, but apparently I've stirred more you-know-what than I'm accustomed to. Like, I like to stir it up.
On IG?
Well, not just IG.
Since Devontae or since JT or both?
Well, I think the Devontae...
Hold on, I gotta sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Really?
Bless you.
Well, I knew if I hit the mic button, I was going to sneeze and it was going to pick up on your mic. And then you were going to go, why did you sneeze?
Right, but then you held in the sneeze. You went,
Well, that's how I sneeze.
Oh, really?
I didn't let it go.
Oh, dude, I love to let it go.
I can't let it go like that.
I love to let it go. I love to let it go. And what I do since COVID, I sneeze into my left elbow, and then I have like just juice everywhere,
that's enough.
all over
That's
my
enough. That's
sweatshirt.
enough.
It's just
Oh,
just
yeah.
let
Yesterday
it
at
go.
let's go into it. Yesterday at Rams training camp, Devontae Adams was kind enough to join the show.
Yep.
And now he will tackle you without a helmet now.
I don't know
based
why.
on the viral sensation you caused. DeAndre back at headquarters, Young D. Let's play the sound from yesterday.
Amazing. Hey, they're wrapping us up. I do just want to ask you, everybody else would want to ask you this question as well. Little did we know that you'd be playing with Jimmy G again, right?
Yeah.
Based on that series. How's that?
It's amazing. I love Jimmy, and it was never a personal thing, and I was hoping we didn't have to have these kind of – I'm surprised this is the first time it's been brought up, but it's been amazing. We got to, catch up and get on the right page, and obviously that was just a dark moment in all of our lives. I think all of us were pretty miserable over there, and we kind of caught up and laughed about it, and we've been making plays since we've been out here, so it's been fun.
A dark moment in all of our lives. And that is the phrase that seemed to really spark all of this virality. And this thing, look, here's what I got to say. When you have the amount of followers that ESPN Los Angeles has on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, etc., and somebody as famous as Devontae Adams, who plays for the L.A. Rams. These are not the Green Bay Packers. And I know in history, the Green Bay Packers are one of the legendary franchises, but it's the difference between, 120,000 people who live in Green Bay and 12 million people who live in L.A. So when you say something like that on a radio station like this, with a social media following like we have, and everybody would want to ask that question. That's why it went viral. Because the same question that I asked was the same question that every other person would want to know. You ripped this guy. You pretty much got him benched. You hated playing with him. You wanted to leave the Raiders as a result. And now you're with this same guy on the same team. And, by the way, your starting quarterback who you want to play with, who's a Super Bowl champion, he's not available right now. He's hurt. So now this guy's your starting quarterback. Of course that's why the question was asked.
By the way, I'm laughing. So what ended up happening, we had JT the Brick on, which we'll play a couple clips from that in a moment. And then there was JT and I got a little heated. But Mr. Alvizi just wrote in the YouTube chat, Chris dominated the debate like that black dye dominated Cappy's hair last week.
I know, but look how good it looks now.
What? Yeah, but last week you looked like a Lego.
It faded out a little bit.
Now that it's all blended in, look how nice it looks now, right? I mean, just for men, what a product.
You're right. It does. It's
But that
faded
first
a
couple
little.
days with the black dye was rough.
By the way, you guys,
what a product.
I have to report some potential news, maybe.
Yes.
So Shohei Ohtani is pitching today against the Reds.
Right.
And he had 6 straight balls, right? A few of them were wild pitches in the 4th inning, and now he has left the mound alongside a trainer.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my
Not
goodness.
good. Not. I told you he shouldn't be pitching.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, everybody said he's only pitching because they have to have him pitch because of what's been going on with the pitching staff. and all the
Blake
injuries.
Snell's coming back on Saturday, I think.
But here's the thing. Yeah, you showing your head.
Oh,
on
my
YouTube.
God. I just saw a 15-second delay. My head
You need
on
some
the
topic
YouTube,
on that one part.
I mean, I look like I didn't realize. Am I bald in the back of my head?
No, it's just gray.
You just no. There's a little spot, but that's because you've been wearing a hat.
No, it's gray.
But am I bald?
No, Cap, it's gray hair.
You just need a little topic back there. We could just sprinkle some topic.
I mean, am I bald?
No, you just need some topic. Those hair fibers.
Am I balding?
No, you're balding. Yes, in the back.
I am.
It's okay, Cap. You're old.
No.
You're like that 85-year-old sea turtle I played with, Ken.
I thought I was closer to the 60-year-old killer whale.
You could go to Turkey and just get hair plugs.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Hair transplant.
Oh, my God. It looks so bad. It looks like I have a part in the back of my head. Oy vey. Oh, that's
so you
bad.
do the Devontae Adams interview yesterday. That question then goes viral. Everyone picks it up.
And listen, it was kind of going viral in the morning, and I had no exposure to it at all. Somebody hit me up, and they're like, yo, man, you seeing this Devontae Adams
I
thing?
put it in our group chat. I said,
Oh, by the way,
aggregated.
Yeah.
Bunch on the Street has removed the underscores
Good
now
job.
on his
Breaking
IG. He just
news.
updated the YouTube chat.
Okay, so
Funch on the Street, follow him on IG. He's fresh to IG. And let's see if there's any IG dames out there that could get Funchy in trouble. You know what I mean?
So I had no idea that this was going to go this viral.
I'll be waiting.
And I love the aggregation of it all. Just, oh, by the way, Ramona and George are like, hey,
I was
don't
gonna say,
aggregate me.
Do you feel like Ramona now?
Oh, no, I want to be aggregated.
Okay.
Are you
imagine
kidding me?
Funchy in the DMs? Like, hey, you want to know why they call me Funchy Lover?
So I just feel like when NBC Sports picks it up and CBS Sports and what was it? There's a guy who's got a very big following on
Dov
Twitter.
Kleiman.
Dov Kleiman.
Yeah, that's where it started, I think.
He picked it up. He pushed it out. And he actually said something in his tweet like, yikes. Devontae Adams says whatever. And I didn't think it was bad at all. And
I don't think it was yikes worthy.
What do you think it was?
I think it was, it was a question that somebody had to ask. And yes, we are the partners in the home of the LA Rams. But I think it was good content. I think Devontae Adams answered it like a true professional. And he told us also the truth, which was, and this was what JT ultimately was debating with us earlier. And JT, the voice of the Raiders Nation, works for the Raiders and is very passionate about the Raider Nation, which is fine. And I did a bit last year saying I was going to join the Raider Nation. And now I'm very much pro-Rams and said to Les Snead last week, 14-3, Sean McVay is one of the most brilliant head coaches of all time in the NFL, and especially, obviously, for the LA Rams. Sean McVay wouldn't bring in somebody who wasn't worthy of being on the LA Rams and being worthy of catching passes from Matthew Stafford. And we like to say best in class here at Good Karma Brands, that we're best in class operators. The Los Angeles Rams are a best in class organization. The Las Vegas Raiders, while yes, a lot of LA loves the Raiders, and I have great memories of watching Bo Jackson run around Monday Night Football, and so many people grew up Raider fans. The Raiders haven't been a best-in-class organization in a very, very long time. Something just squirted in the order it could take.
Well,
splashed.
There was a squirt. I think there was a squirt. A
splashdown.
squirt turned into a splash. I think Corky, the 60-year-old Orca, just came up, and everybody started looking at what was going on, and he started, like, squirting up above the water. Look, I think that you're right.
By the way, somebody just wrote in the YouTube chat, the Devontae Adams excuses are brawny level. I don't think they're excuses. He didn't make excuses. He said he wasn't happy. He made it clear then he wasn't happy. They cut his quarterback. They released the quarterback he came to, and he went to the Jets, which turned out to be a disaster because he wanted to play with Aaron Rodgers. There's no doubt that was a disaster. But if he was a disaster of a human being and a disaster of a teammate, guess what? He wouldn't be on the Los Angeles Rams playing for Sean McVay and Les Snead and Kevin Demoff.
Think about this. You ready? The Rams went out to get Devontae Adams, having known what he did in Vegas. It wasn't like rumor or speculation. It was on video. And you saw everything he did, and you saw everything that he said. And most people would probably be scared off by that. I know I had a perception of Devontae Adams. My perception was bad teammate, locker room cancer, selfish diva, all the things you would think when you hear a guy say, they're going to get me killed out there. I don't want to play for these guys. I don't want to play with this quarterback. I mean, all the things, and I'm paraphrasing, but all the things that he said on that show, he said. Now, I assumed when he came to sit down with us yesterday, man, I better walk on eggshells around this guy because if I say the wrong thing, this guy could blow up at me, and that would go viral, and I look like a jerk because I freaking hate when I see coaches now, like I saw Mike Vrabel, that freaking guy who thinks he's a big bully.
Yeah,
Mike
he does
Vrabel,
bully the media.
I see Mike Vrabel who is at a press conference, and a guy asks him a question, and Vrabel's like, "I just answered that whole thing 5 minutes ago."
So, well, if you weren't sleeping,
yeah, and now the new thing is that when players and coaches don't like questions, they then tell you that's a bad question. Like now they're judging what questions there are worthy of them answering. So I knew that there was a possibility that if I asked Devontae Adams about Jimmy Garoppolo, he might get pissed, blow up at me. And it's not that I would care about me and him. What I would care about is we're partners with the Rams.
Right.
So the perception of Devontae was one thing going in, and as I got done with that interview yesterday, and Lindsay, I think you felt the same way, I thought he was, first of all, I thought he came off sounding so smart.
Very smart.
He was talking about Taco Bell and business, and he was talking about his buddy who was the chief marketing officer at one company, but then he became the chief business officer.
Which was also a scoop because he asked him, like, how did this whole Taco Bell thing get started? He goes, it's funny. No one's ever asked me that before, so here, I'll tell you the story.
Great question, Cappy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And he goes, and this is the first time I'm ever telling this story. My best pal that I grew up with was the chief marketing officer of a company. He went over to work for Taco Bell as a chief business officer. Then the CEO resigned or whatever, and he elevated. And now my best buddy is the CEO of Taco Bell, and he knows I love the product. And I'm, he didn't have to say this, but CEO of Taco Bell, I'm a star NFL player. Let's do a beautiful thing, baby.
Did you ask him if he goes Taco Supreme?
I don't
Does
remember.
he get the sour cream on there?
No,
he didn't mention. He did mention, like, Crunch Wraps and the Doritos
Crunch Wrap's a
Locos.
quality item.
Yeah.
Those Doritos Locos are great. A lot of
Those are
salt.
good,
Lot
yeah.
of
I
salt.
haven't had any Taco
He got that
Bell.
purple card.
What?
Yeah, he's got the purple
and
card.
he's got the purple card.
Does that get you purple drink too?
No, I don't think so.
Do you know about that? The purple card, I said, wait a second. He goes, because I think Beto said, what's the purple card? And Devontae said, you know what a black card is? Like an American Express black card. You walk into a Porsche dealership, you're like, how much? 150 grand? Here's my black card.
Right.
They charge it, you're out with the car. The purple card, Devontae said yesterday, he could go into any Taco Bell, and he said he could feed the entire team.
That's amazing.
Yeah, super cool.
And he said that half the time the people that, like, swipe it, they've never seen it. They don't
Right.
know what it is. He's like, just swipe it. And they swipe it, and it works every time.
That's amazing.
So this was like a really awesome interview. In fact, I even
Great
said to him,
vibes.
I said to him, I go, hey, you know my favorite part of the receiver series? And he goes, oh, let me guess, the party at my house. I go, yeah, the party at your house. Because he was having a birthday party for his daughter. And all
Was it Taco Bell?
I don't remember if there was Taco Bell. But all the dads came over, and when they got there, they're like, yeah, we're going to little girl's house, whatever her name is. I don't think everybody knew who he was or knew that they were going to his house. So anyway, we had such a great conversation. In fact, then I really sucked up to him. You ready? I hit him with one of these. Hey, you know, man, one of my favorite games that you ever played in. And I brought up this Packers-Cowboys game, I want to say in 2017, where the Packers walked off the Cowboys in Dallas in overtime to win a playoff game. And he had a big day. I want to say he had like 10 catches, 100 yards, etc. So believe me when I tell you.
By the way, let's talk about that for a second. Because if Davante Adams wins a Super Bowl with the Rams this year, which there's a very good chance that this could be a Super Bowl team, we will talk about Davante Adams in this concept. He was an amazing wide receiver with Aaron Rodgers at the Packers. Then that Aaron Rodgers move happens. He goes, and basically everybody thought he was a cancer to a team, a miscreant, a diva wide receiver. He does the Netflix show Receivers, the Raiders, the Jets, a joke. Then he comes to the Rams, plays with Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay, and wins a Super Bowl. Talk about that as a story. When we talk about these memories of Davante Adams being amazing with the Packers and with Aaron Rodgers, right? And everyone thought he was going to go, him and Aaron Rodgers united at the Jets was going to be incredible. That turned out like a joke. But this could be defining for his entire story.
Well,
and help Matthew Stafford become a first ballot Hall of Famer and coach Sean McVay first ballot Hall of Famer.
Well, if Stafford wins another Super Bowl, he is an absolute automatic first ballot Hall of Famer, no doubt about it. And if Davante Adams winds up winning a Super Bowl with the Rams, I think what we'll all do is we'll all go, look what he was when he had Aaron Rodgers. Look what he was when he had Jimmy Garoppolo, Aiden O'Connell. Look what he was with the Jets with Aaron Rodgers when Aaron Rodgers was a year removed from an Achilles injury and the whole franchise was burning to the ground.
Yes.
And then look how he finished things off. I just want to go back to one thing, though, about McVay. You said it. If Sean McVay didn't believe that he could get the best out of Davante Adams, I'll ask this question. Do you think they would have replaced Davante Adams? Do you think they would have replaced Cooper Kupp with Davante Adams? And Davante talked about that yesterday, too, that Cooper Kupp was such a well-liked player and respected in that locker room that to replace him was a risk that he had to take. So I trust in McVay the same way you brought up a good point earlier, which was Bill Belichick believed that he could get the best out of Randy Moss.
And that's not just Belichick. Tom Brady believed it, too.
But where was Randy Moss coming from? When he got to New England...
Wasn't he coming from the Raiders?
He was coming from the Raiders.
Yeah.
And they were a mess back then.
A disaster.
And it almost destroyed his career.
Yeah.
But he went to New England and he revived his career because he fit in as a great teammate. I think that's what Davante Adams will do with the Rams. I think it's what he's already started to do. But I think Raider fans and Raider Nation are so offended by what he did. But I would say this to the Raider fans. Don't you remember how bad they were when this happened?
And aren't you glad that there's an athlete that's willing to be upfront and truthful and actually, like, tell how he feels? He could have given us any, like, lame, like, yeah, like, let's move on. I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah,
like,
he could have definitely said, I don't
moving
want to talk
forward.
about that.
And he's actually gave his thoughts. And he wasn't wrong. Like, what's wrong with a player holding an organization accountable for not being good with their decisions?
By the way, McVay's done this. He did this with Ndamukong Suh, who had a bit of a thing behind him. He did it with Jalen Ramsey. He did it with OBJ. And by the way, if OBJ doesn't get hurt, I think the OBJ story is a lot different based on when he got hurt. But OBJ was very important that a lot of people were pretty much felt the same way.
I just feel like there was at one point in the interview, though, when Davante said, I wrote it down, he goes, I was hoping that we didn't have to talk about this, or he said, I was hoping we didn't have to have this conversation. I'm surprised it took this long for somebody to ask me about it. And I just felt like it was the one thing that everybody wanted to hear. And I hope that from a Davante standpoint, rather than him being like irritated with, how could you ask me that? Why would you ask me that? Aren't we in partnership together? That Davante would go, well, at least somebody finally had the guts to ask me about it. So now it's out there and it's over, because he'll never have to answer it again. And by the way, could he have given a more professional and diplomatic answer that the Raider fans don't like, but I think the Rams fans do?
Troy Lake on Twitter, our friend Troy Lake, says, I backed off. I was backpedaling by thanking JT on Twitter for the debate.
You're really worried about who won this debate, aren't you?
Well, let's see what YouTube's saying.
I think that you got him.
YouTube has me 52-48 now.
You got him. I think you got him.
Okay. Now, I see Parker Bell.
Do we have a few clips of some
Yeah,
JT?
DeAndre pulled a couple of them.
What are we doing here?
Well, Parker Bell, look what he's got here. Parker and Stephanie are holding, like, beautiful food here.
Here at SeaWorld San Diego,
This is pollo nachos. Ooh. Carne asada torta. And what is this carne asada? Oh, my God, this is beautiful. Now, is there a lot of sodium in all of this?
Yeah, but it's okay. My heart is in pretty normal condition, so I can pump the sodium back. Not like when we were here a few months ago, and that was fresh out of the heart failure.
Wow, this is a beautiful spread we've got here at SeaWorld San Diego.
Take a bite of that torta.
You want me to? You want the chicken torta or the carne torta?
Whatever you want, buddy.
I'll take a shot.
While he's eating, why don't we play a clip from JT the Brick, DeAndre, who joined us earlier here on ESPN LA. For most of the people, the Raiders haven't been relevant and won't be for a long time. I love Pete Carroll and what he did for USC, but he hasn't been successful as an NFL coach in, 10 years? 15 years?
No. Get your numbers straight on his wins
JT,
and
this is a
what
joke.
he's done.
Raider Nation's a joke for making this an issue. Davante Adams said what anybody would say in that position.
Oh, you think he'd say what you think anyone would say what Davante said about him being in a dark
if you were a wide
place?
receiver and you have now been courted to come to Los Angeles and play with one of the greatest head coaches in our history and play with probably a first ballot Hall of Famer if he wins another Super Bowl, which this team could win a Super Bowl. Nobody thinks the Raiders can win a Super Bowl anytime soon. Why wouldn't you say that if you're Davante Adams?
Because he was talking about his time with the Raiders before the Jets. You're obviously missing what we're talking about.
The Raiders' time was a dark period for him because the Raiders are a joke, JT. That's why.
Okay. Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
So what really got him is when I said the Raiders are a joke.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
I love that that's going to be a drop forever.
Forever. But, no, here's the thing. I think where he really kind of got annoyed was when you said that Pete Carroll hasn't been a successful coach in the NFL for, 15 years?
Well, isn't that true?
Well, I'd have to go back and see. Does anybody remember
I'm looking right now.
year did the Seahawks win the Super Bowl? I want to say 2013-ish.
That was 12 years ago.
Okay, and then they went back to the Super Bowl in 2004. And by the way, I'm not 100% positive on these numbers. And then Pete Carroll was successful, and they did, I want to say.
2013 is when they won the Super Bowl.
Okay, so then 2014 was they went back to the Super Bowl, and then I guess we'd have to ask the question, when was the last time Pete Carroll took the Seahawks to the postseason? Because it was an exaggeration that he hasn't been successful.
2022.
2022, he had him in the playoffs.
Okay.
So that's not 15 years ago.
Took him to a wild card game. They lost to San Francisco.
A wild card game?
Yeah.
You're comparing that with Sean McVay, who won the Super Bowl the same season?
No, I'm not comparing it. I'm just
saying the last time he
even
was in the playoffs.
Yeah, okay, but I'm not going to say that that's like overly successful. That he's going to usher in
successful?
He's going to. Now you want to start a new debate? Huh?
No, I'm asking.
I see how Devontae Adams gets pissed off.
Did
How
you
he got
have me
pissed
on
off
your
with
show
you.
to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
If you're going to call losing a wild card game the same successful level,
Not the same.
So here, let me go back just a little bit. So, 2022, they lost the wild card game.
Okay.
2020 lost the wild card game. 2019 they won the wild card game, lost the division game.
Okay.
2018 lost the wild card game. 2016 won the wild card game, lost the division game, and then 2015 same thing, won the wild card game, lost the division.
So here's the thing. But here's the thing.
From 10 years they've won 2 wild card games.
But from 2000, call it 12, till 2000, I think you said 22, the Seahawks were a consistent playoff team. So Pete Carroll was, in theory, still successful. He'd had a Super Bowl win. He'd been back to the Super Bowl. And I think where JT started to get irritated, if you go back and you play the clip, once you tell him that Pete Carroll hasn't been good in 15 years, he was like, wait, stop. You're all wrong here. And then, of course,
you
got your numbers
Did you have
wrong.
me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Can't we debate whether I'm wrong or right? If we're talking about the way that Raider fans and Raider Nation are ushering in Pete Carroll as though he's going to bring a Super Bowl to Las Vegas, that's not going to happen.
Cappy being one of them.
Cap
That's
is
not
one
going
of
to
them.
happen,
Cap
Raider
is one of
Cappy.
them.
Why not?
A Super Bowl?
Yeah, why not?
Come on. Out of the AFC West?
I'm not suggesting this year, but I believe in Pete Carroll as a coach.
I do too. Some of our greatest days in Los Angeles were because of Pete Carroll and USC.
I don't necessarily believe in Geno Smith, but I would say that Pete Carroll this year will change the Raiders organizationally. I would say
they desperately need it because they're a loser organization.
They have been.
Not because Al Davis wasn't amazing. He was one of the pioneers of modern-day football. Not because the Raiders don't have an amazing legacy that is a big part of the football history of Southern California. That is all is great. But the last, let's ballpark, 10 years?
Oh, longer.
15 years?
No, longer.
20 years?
I would say.
Well, they were in the Super Bowl in what would have been
2002.
2002
was the Raiders and the Buccaneers right here in San Diego, where we're broadcasting from SeaWorld San Diego today. Yeah, so they haven't been good in 20-plus years.
Okay, and really embarrassing the last 10, 15 years.
As they keep circulating through coaches.
Now, the move to Vegas, I don't think anybody disagrees that the move to Los Angeles would have been incredible, but that's not what the NFL wanted. So they moved to Vegas, which has been very successful, built a new arena, which was Al Davis's dream. His son, Mark, pulled it off, got out of Oakland, but it hasn't been successful.
No, well, it has been successful financially, but it has been a football disaster to be continued.
Right.
And so, listen, I think that right now, Pete has a lot of people in Vegas very excited about the future of the Raiders, but it all goes back to what you said. If Sean McVay didn't believe that he could get the best out of Davante Adams, he would not be on the Rams. And on the other side, those who are not Davante Adams believers, what they say is, oh, just wait. Wait until Stafford gets hurt and Garoppolo is his quarterback and Garoppolo can't get him the ball, and watch how Davante reverts back to who he was when he was with the Raiders. And that's what we're all kind of waiting for here. Is Davante going to be a great teammate? And is he going to be super successful? Is he going to receive 2,000 yards because he thinks he can do it? Or is Davante Adams going to be disgruntled and be the player that we all saw on that show? And I thought yesterday the final question was, how about you and Jimmy being reconnected? He says been great. He said they laughed about their time, that it was a dark time. I'm sure it was for both of those guys.
And by the way, one of JT's points was you shouldn't use that term because a lot of people out there are struggling. So he was trying to combine those thoughts to make Davante look bad. Here's one thing. I don't think that that's what Davante meant, but whatever. We never make light of people having mental stuff. I've had mental stuff. You have. Lynn's has. We've talked about this, and we talk about it a lot on this radio station. You can be super rich because JT kept talking about the Rolls Royce and all the money. That doesn't mean he wasn't going through a dark time. That doesn't mean he wouldn't have had mental stuff because maybe it was a bad work environment, which we now know it was. So let's not make light. JT, don't make light just because somebody has a Rolls Royce that they can't have a dark time going on.
Well, that's the whole debate.
I won your guy over, and even the YouTube chat, 53-47 is now the poll.
53-47 now.
I got him on the ropes.
In favor of Morales. All right.
5:33, Sedano and Cap, today Morales and Cappy, live from SeaWorld San Diego, where the Summer Spectacular is going on. Coming up next, we're going to talk to Tyler Carter, park president of SeaWorld San Diego, our friend Tyler. Last time we were out here a few months ago, he did that Genuine dance with me.
Yes, he did.
And Genuine's coming up in mid-August. Maybe we'll do it again. You never know. Tyler Carter, live from SeaWorld San Diego, is coming up next. Sedano and Cap, live from SeaWorld on 7:10 a.m. on the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube, where you can see the Orca, although the Orcas are now somewhere else. But they'll come back.
They're swimming around in there.
On YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. More fun and frivolity from SeaWorld next.
But let me talk to everybody about selling your home. If you've thought about selling your house, and you've heard about Seller's Advantage on the radio, or maybe you've seen all their billboards, because let me tell you something right now. There is a competition going on in L.A. for who's got more billboards, and Seller's Advantage is in that competition. If you're skeptical of what you've heard, wondering, hey, you know what? Are these guys like a bunch of shady dudes that are going to try and take advantage of me? I'm here to tell you that there is nothing that could be further from the truth. And you may say, okay, Cap, how do you know? Well, an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau is one thing, plus all the reviews. And, oh, by the way, there have been plenty of very successful sellers who've told us their stories. So Seller's Advantage does this. They come to your house, they look around, and they're going to make you a competitive cash offer. And you make the decision. Do you want to put $50,000 into your house to try and get an extra $100,000 out of it? Do you want to do the work? Do you want to spend the time? Do you want to hire an agent? Do you want to pay commissions? Do you want people walking through your house just so they can look around? Do you want to take the risk of the deal possibly falling through? If the answer is yes, go hire an agent. But if the answer is no, that sounds terrible, then you should work with Seller's Advantage, because they walk in, they make a competitive cash offer, and then you're in and you're out, and that deal happens quickly. So call them now. Seller's Advantage will give you a no-obligation offer. All you have to do is call 888-390-AS-IS, because that's the way they're going to buy your house, as is. 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747. Visit them online at sellersadvantage.com. If you're ready to sell your home, it's time for Seller's Advantage.
Ignite your afternoons at Waba Grill's $5 happy hour with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-size premium one beverage drink, like our zesty dragon fruit mango lemonade. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. only at Waba Grill.
Morning at 9 a.m.
Don't miss Travis and DeMarco on 710 ESPN.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Craving that beach vibe? There's an Islands restaurant near you with all your favorites. Crafting your perfect Islands moments with classic burgers, fresh cut fries, local brews, and never-ending summer drinks. Visit your local Islands restaurant.
You've seen the headlines, heard the debates.
The three-point ball has created a monotonous rhythm to the game, and others...
Has the three-pointer ruined basketball? And how did we get here?
The rise of the three-point shot can be partially traced to an eccentric Kansas genius named Martin Manley,
whose story didn't turn out quite the way he imagined.
I decided I wanted to have one of the most organized goodbyes in history.
30 for 30 podcast presents
Chasing Basketball Heaven.
Available now, wherever you get your podcasts.
Now is the perfect time to start on your next success. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start August 13th. An accredited state university, University of Maryland Global Campus, offers online and hybrid courses. Plus, you can earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's for prior learning and work experience. or transfer up to 12 credits towards the master's. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
Into pieces, this is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing, don't give a
Afternoon. Today it's Morales and Cappy, live from SeaWorld San Diego.
Made it very easy for me to get here today. You know that?
Today, on this day in 2000, the #1 alternative hit, Papa Roach, Last Resort. Remember this song, Cappy? That was a long time ago.
I do, but I would never.
I think the last time when this song was popular was the last time the Raiders were good.
Oh, wow.
I'm just saying.
I thought you were going to take a shot at JT right.
Thanks to JT the Brick, who joined us earlier. You can catch that on the YouTube, on the podcast. What we're doing today, we're here at SeaWorld San Diego, the Summer Spectacular. Now, when we were here earlier in the spring, we were talking about the Summer Spectacular, which was ahead. It's here at SeaWorld San Diego, running now through September 1st, featuring live entertainment, delicious food and drinks, which we've just been enjoying.
Food is
some
amazing.
great nachos, some great tortas. These tacos I want to dig into here in a moment. Thrilling rides, fireworks, and a 9-week concert series that includes Genuine in the middle of August. I can't wait, doing the pony. And here to talk about it, Park President of SeaWorld San Diego, on with us again, friend of the show, Tyler Carter. Good afternoon, Tyler.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me. Happy to be
Thank
here.
you for
and welcome
having
back.
us.
Welcome back.
You see how we kept our SeaWorld gear? We're rocking it
Look
today.
at this. Look, we still have this is from the last time we visited.
It is.
You know that this get up right here, pretty nice piece, right?
Does that mean if I go up there, I'll see you rocking it every day up in L.A.? I'll be looking.
I do wear this. I love this hoodie.
When I go for a
So
walk
comfy.
every morning, I wear my other SeaWorld, my one, the rescue team, the blue one. Every day you see it in social media.
Love it.
Cappy and I walking the streets of downtown L.A., and I'm rocking that cap, Tyler.
Love it.
I'm representing SeaWorld
No
San
cap.
Diego.
No cap. No cap. That's right. Do you know about the Turned Up tour?
I do.
You
It's
do.
coming here.
It is, huh?
In about 4 weeks.
Okay, the reason I ask is because I had to read the commercial, you know? So I'm like, hey, we got Waka Flocka Flames that are coming and the Turned Up tour. And everybody's busting my freaking balls, man, about the way I said the Turned Up tour.
It's turned up.
No, it's not turned up.
Turned.
Right. I
But
have
he
to
said
get
it
the
very
last
to
T.
emphasize it.
But
You
he emphasized it a lot. It was like the Turned Up tour.
Oh.
You got to have the last T.
I don't know. The enunciation might be a little too much for the
Well,
turn
how
up
would
tour.
you have said it?
The turn up tour.
No.
No,
It's
that's
not
what he
turn
did.
up. You just got to roll it. You
But
gotta
he didn't
it
roll
up.
it.
But
He
I
went
wish that they
Turned
would have
Up tour.
Right, if they could have taken off the last T, I would have just said the Turn Up tour, and then everybody would not have known the difference between the turn and the turn.
You were caught. You were caught.
I did. I got caught.
You don't want to miss it though. It's coming.
No, I know. And by the way, let me tell you something. The concert series here has been amazing. I mean, it has been a buzz all over, not just San Diego, but really all of Southern California. How long have you guys been doing this?
Yeah, so we've been doing concerts regularly since 2022. We did it also in 2019, right before the COVID times. And, each year our goal is to grow it. And I think this year we found the secret sauce of nostalgia, but good energy, good vibes. And it brings people of all generations, all ages. And it's exciting. I'm at every concert just watching everyone and how they feel, the backdrop of San Diego and Mission Bay. It's incredible.
I was seeing a lot of the videos, and I really wondered because the stage is out in the water.
Which is so cool.
It really is. And I used to come here when my kids were little, and they had the Cirque du Soleil shows out there, which were awesome. Those guys were on the like Sea-Doos, and it was really a great show. But the artists are further from the crowd, so I didn't know how they would vibe with the energy, but it looks in video like really like it's turned up.
It really is. I mean, the crowd, the guests, they've been so excited every single week. And so, the artist plays off their energy and then the guests play off their energy. And then like the energy level keeps rising and rising. And it is like the coolest thing to be in. And I'm lucky to say it's where I work every week. So, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. And so what's been your favorite show so far this summer?
What's been my favorite?
Maybe a little Soulja Boy?
Picking one. I mean, Soulja Boy is great. This is our third year with them. I will have to say we had a great time with Waka Flocka last weekend.
Yeah.
And just seeing him in the park, talking to guests, interacting with guests. Every artist has brought an amazing experience here to the park. And we're just so fortunate that the artists are willing to share their passion, their love with us at our park with our guests.
So I noticed that like everybody is kind of like in the hip hop world, Do you
Why do you have to say it like that?
Well, because what I'm wondering,
hip hop world.
Well, because what I'm wondering is like
the Turned Up tour.
Right, turned. It's turned. But like, is it is it going to be like that every summer, or like do you say, hey, theme-wise, like this particular summer we're going rock bands, and this particular summer we're going hip-hop? Is it like that?
Yeah, so I mean, this is the first year we actually were planning out a true, like, cohesive lineup. So obviously leaned into hip-hop, leaned into throwback, and so we're in early discussions now of what we can do in 2026. Obviously, with the great success we've had this year, we have to, like, double down on it next year and do
Big
even
time.
more.
Right.
No pressure on us at all. But, you know, it could go a variety of ways. And we also have other of our events across the year. So like Viva La Musica, we bring in Latin-based concerts. And so it's really like we're building a foundation that SeaWorld is a lot of things, but also like a home of music and excitement and community that's awesome.
So Tyler Carter, the park president here at SeaWorld San Diego. Now, last time we were here, we stayed at Paradise Point, your amazing resort that is so much like Hawaii. Now, I've never been to Hawaii, but my girlfriend Stephanie is always like, we got to go to Hawaii. And I'm like, why would we go to Hawaii? Let's just go to Paradise Point. Exactly. But now, tonight, we're staying at the Catamaran Resort Hotel and Spa, which you have us right there overlooking the shores of Mission Bay. It's going to be beautiful. I noticed when you walked in, we walked in and checked in earlier. It's like a tropical paradise. It's amazing. And it smells that smell,
yeah,
right?
That
resort smell. I can't wait for tonight. What can I expect at the Catamaran? What can I expect in the room?
Yeah, I mean,
the sheets going to be extra soft?
Well, I can't give you too many secrets in advance, but I mean, Catamaran is one of our amazing hotel partners. You know, everyone in Mission Bay, and really all of San Diego, we're a big community. We work together. There's some cool, there's exciting surprises. I don't know. I can't share too much.
Okay.
It's got to be a secret, but it's one of my favorite hotels to stay at also in the area. But no matter where you stay, Catamaran, Bahia, Paradise Point, they all take care of you, which is great as someone coming down to Mission Bay in San Diego.
It's beautiful.
Today's been a great day for us, Tyler, because you had all the trainers from here working with Corky, the 60-year-old orca, and I can't remember the name of the other orca. Do you know the name of the other orca? I don't know.
There's 7 other ones.
Yes, that's right.
Was it Shuka, Kalia?
No. Yes.
Okay, look at that. I got it quick.
Yeah, you did. But the pictures that we now have of the orcas right over our shoulder, it looks like they're about to come eat us. You know, but
they're not going to get you. Don't worry.
No,
we're good.
No, I know. But it's so fun because, look, I was able to take these pictures. Like, look, like just when they're about to get us, Chris. Look at it.
And then earlier I was at Turtle Reef.
Okay.
And I got to feed the sea turtles.
Yep.
And the one turtle, I named him Ken. I don't know if his name's Ken. But he's like the 85-year-old one. Now, here's the thing. Your staff was amazing because I'm throwing the lettuce out there, and I went to put my hand down. They're like, no. Don't put the hand down there,
Turtle
Jack.
bite.
He's going to bite that thing right off.
And they said that turtle was like 80 years old.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of as you think of the turtles, I mean, you could see the ages by obviously their shell, but a lot of these animals have been ambassadors for their species for so many years. And
right.
I think it's so cool that we get the opportunity to share it, educate others, and inspire others to do more for the planet. That's like concerts or actually it's more education by day, concerts by night. It's really cool what we get to do here.
But
Tyler, go ahead.
But one thing that we talked about last time, and Chris and I are both wearing the SeaWorld rescue hat, I would love for you to just tell us about what SeaWorld does when it comes to dealing with animals in the wild and getting them back to the wild. And because we started talking about that last time, and if you recall, we both were like, we want to go
out there.
because we were told that there's a way for us to actually do that.
Yeah, I mean, so it's one of, I would say that it's the coolest thing that we do. I mean, we at this park alone, since the inception of rescue, have rescued over 22,000 animals.
That's incredible.
This park alone, there was a domoic acid crisis earlier this year that was really mainly impacting sea lions, and so our rescue team was here. Long days, 24 hours a day sometimes, multiple weeks in a row, caring for animals, rescuing them, and getting as many returned back to the wild as possible. And so that being the core of our mission and what we do, I think is so cool. And going on the rescue boat, whether it's actually in action, rescuing an animal, or going on a return to see someone getting to be reintroduced in the wild and have a second chance at life, like the fact that we get to do that is the coolest thing.
Yeah, and my daughter is a animal sciences major at Cal Poly SLO, and I really, really, really want to take her on one of those trips because I think that she would really get into it.
I thought you were taking me. Now you're taking your daughter?
No, you're coming too. I need somebody to babysit. I need you to come.
Amazing.
Come on, man.
Tyler Carter, the park president here of SeaWorld San Diego. Now, the Summer Spectacular is going through September 1st. Families from Southern California, you could I took the train down. Amazing day. Take a quick Uber from the Old Town San Diego train stop right here to SeaWorld San Diego. You've got the reimagined Orca Encounter. You got the summer concert series. But give us a little sneak peek. When we come back in later in the fall, and It's a little chillier.
Yep.
It's the holiday season. What happens at SeaWorld San Diego?
Yeah, it depends on which holiday you're talking about. I mean, obviously we have a lot that goes on for Halloween.
Okay.
So across September, October, we have our daytime event called Spooktacular, which involves trick-or-treating, some exciting shows. So that's all across September, October, primarily on the weekends. Then we have a separate ticket event. If you are a scare enthusiast, a Halloween enthusiast called Hallow Scream.
Okay.
So we'll be offering that a variety of dates from September through October, which is a really exciting event. It's high thrill, high excitement, high energy. And then we roll into Christmas celebration. I mean, I won't say how many lights we have, but we have a lot, over a million, that just inspire guests around the park. It gets you super excited. It brings in the energy. Our hot chocolate, I will stand by, is the best hot chocolate you will ever get.
We got to try that.
I'll try that.
Would you say that the Christmas lights get you turned up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Maybe it's a hot chocolate if you make it jolly. It definitely gets you turned up. But
hey, one thing I will tell you, I love, like when I drive back from L.A. to San Diego, a lot of times I'll be passing Disney and I can see the fireworks. The fireworks here at SeaWorld, is it every night? But they rock. And you can hear them from miles and miles away. You may not be able to see them, but you can definitely hear them and feel them. What time does the fireworks show go every night?
Yeah, so we're nightly through August 10th, and then that's a majority of kids go back in school. And then we'll go down to Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and it's 10 minutes before park closing. So
nice.
Weekdays typically around 8:50, weekends around 9:50.
Yeah.
It's really exciting. It's something that it kind of brings the nostalgia of a theme park to everyone.
So cool. Everybody listening, though, I just want to ask you the last thing. For everybody who's listening, they come down to SeaWorld San Diego. How would you describe or rank what roller coasters should everybody ride? Because I didn't realize last time Lindsay rode one, and there was another one. So there's a couple of really big-time roller coasters here.
Yeah, I mean, my personal favorite, if you're a coaster enthusiast, is Electric Eel. It's a tri-launch coaster. It launches you forward, launches you backwards, slow barrel roll, but also Emperor, the longest, tallest, fastest, floorless dive coaster on the West Coast. Try and say that 5 times. It's really cool. It's I think, you know, the goal is that we have something for everyone. And so whether you're the thrill enthusiast, the animal lover, the child just learning how to walk, the grandparent, we have something for everyone. And I think that's the coolest part of our park and what we do.
What was the one that you said was the highest and the fastest on the West Coast? Which one was it?
Emperor.
Emperor.
Longest, tallest, fastest, floorless dive coaster on the West Coast.
Okay, that's the one we should go ride.
Not me.
He's a heart patient.
It's a great one.
Remember, I told you before, I almost died, Tyler.
Yeah, let's not do that.
But we're doing better now.
We're doing better.
I was playing with the sea turtles today.
Yeah, the Emperor. Let's do that. Let's go ride the Emperor.
It's a great ride.
That's cool.
Tyler Carter, the park president of SeaWorld San Diego. Tyler, thank you for having us out again. It's always a pleasure.
Awesome, dude.
And we'll see you soon, okay?
See you soon.
We love it here.
Thank you.
Great, bro.
Take care, Tyler. Okay, we're going to wrap this thing up live from SeaWorld San Diego, Sedano Kap on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
If your AC breaks down, call NextGen, the official AC plumbing and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. For a limited time, receive a free no-ozone air purifier with any new system installation. Call 833-3-NEXTGEN or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com. CSOB number 1011173.
Bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, crowd rocking for Rotolo Chevrolet's top hitter, Mike Capozio. He's facing off with the Bulldog, and these two have quite the history. Here's the pitch. Oh, he got all of it. That ball is out of here like a red Corvette, and it's going and going and going. Yes!
Dad, are you having that dream again?
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
We're definitely going to be late for kickoff. We should be at the game by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I've got to fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple of towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We missed tailgating because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas. Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the whole first quarter.
Football fans, download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code FANS to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FANS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FANS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code FANS.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
There was a doubleheader in August, and really hot inside the concession stand.
So instead of waiting for people to come to me, I figured I'd walk around yelling, "Hot dogs here!" And that's how I became the first hot dog vendor in sports.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Craving that beach vibe? There's an Islands restaurant near you with all your favorites. Crafting your perfect Islands moments with classic burgers, fresh cut fries, local brews, and never-ending summer drinks. Visit your local Islands restaurant.
Now, final segment, live from SeaWorld San Diego. Time for the Dealer's Choice Real Deal, brought to you by Seller's Advantage. Our friend Damon over there at Seller's Advantage. Want to sell your house? Before you call an agent, call Seller's Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer. No repairs needed. They make selling easy, Cap. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer, you dirty sucker.
Nicely done.
Or visit sellersadvantage.com, DRE0196-1658. Would you have me on the show to berate me?
That's exactly why I had you on the show.
To berate me?
I have a feeling when I get off the air.
You have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
I have a feeling that when I get off the air, I'm going to be getting a phone call from JT the Brick.
You really think he's going to call you angry?
I think he's angry about two things. One, Chris berating him. And two, he works for the team. So when I asked him about Christian Wilkins, I was just looking for any new information. And I think that he kind of made it seem like he can't say anything. So I have a feeling I'm going to get I'm going to have to deal with the aftermath of all of this.
You have me on the show to berate.
Just blame it on Chris.
I am. I'm blaming everything on Chris.
Oh, and Sedano's going to launch me under the bus when Sedano gets the call, too. You telling me Morales just is out of control?
Sedano is in tomorrow.
He's in tomorrow?
Just tomorrow.
He really is?
Oh, I didn't know he was.
He comes back for one day?
Yeah.
A Thursday?
Yeah.
Oh,
really?
You guys are going to launch me under the bus tomorrow.
I'm not here tomorrow.
Oh, you're not?
I actually have a couple days off.
Who's doing the show tomorrow?
It's George and Trudell.
Trudell
cool.
Trudell will defend my honor.
No, they won't even talk about this. They'll just talk about basketball.
Ball knowers.
Because I'm going to put in their open. I'll have to do a special open for them tomorrow that has the drop.
Oh,
man.
You
come on the show to berate me?
You have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
That is going to play in the open for the next 20 years.
That is
I think
good.
He is off tomorrow.
It is good. So I want to just talk about one quick thing.
So what is it, Trudell and who?
No, he is off tomorrow.
I can't imagine George coming in for one day.
So it's what? Trudell and who?
Hang on, my internet's out.
Okay, go ahead, kid.
Okay, so listen,
whatever your name is.
Real Deal Dealer's Choice for a second here.
Yeah, probably by Seller's Advantage.
So I've talked a lot about driving back and forth between South LA and downtown LA,
right,
and needing to stop at a variety of different bathrooms and knowing the best hotels to stop at.
Yes.
And having to carry extra underpants in my car.
Yes.
Well, Dion Sanders yesterday, when he was having his press conference about his bladder cancer, Dion said something about I got to wear Depends now. He's kind of making a joke. Well, that joke about Prime wearing Depends undergarments have now turned into another endorsement deal for Coach Prime.
The man's a born salesman.
He is now essentially the spokesperson for making Depends undergarments cool. Lindsay, do you have
we got it.
The sound? Let's take a listen to what Coach Prime said.
Now I depend on Depend. If you know what I mean. I truly depend on Depend. I cannot control my bladder. So I get up to go to the bathroom already 4 or 5 times a night. But then I'm sitting up there waking up, like my grandson. We in the same thing. We got the same problem right now. We going through the same trials and tribulations. We're trying to see who has the heaviest bag at the end of the night. It's ridiculous. But I'm making a joke out of it, but it's real. It is real. It is real. It is real. So if you see porta potty on the sideline, it's real. Okay? I'm just telling you right now, you're going to see it. You're going to see the practice. You're going to see one because it is unbelievable. Like dozing off and waking up, first thing I'm grabbing my crotch to see if I peed on myself. And it's just totally different. And I know it's a lot of people out there going through what I'm going through and dealing with what I'm dealing with. And let's stop being ashamed of it. And let's deal with it. And let's deal with it head on. And
Well, that is actually a great point. And I know we're going a little long here, D. We'll make it up. But that is a great point by Coach Prime.
Right.
Because a lot of people are scared about what they're going through and bladder health and prostate health for men and all that stuff. So he is going to be a great spokesman for that.
But think about it. Coach Prime has turned Depends undergarments from a laughing style. Oh, you're wearing Depends. Oh, you.
No, he's going to make it cool.
He's making it cool.
He's going to make it cool.
That's exactly right.
Wearing his blenders, wearing Depends. Nothing wrong with that.
And Lindsay got some new blenders today because Bernard Thompson said, hey, you're coming down to San Diego. You got to rock the new blenders. So Lindsay got some new blenders on. Tommy rocking his.
Very good to see Tommy. It's been a while.
No, it's your birthday Saturday?
Happy birthday.
Take a guess how old Tommy is. Take a guess real quick.
62.
62. Anybody else want to take a guess?
I know how old he is.
How old is Tommy? Take a guess, Parker. How old? 61. Anybody else?
Can we wrap this up?
How old? 71,
Congratulations.
bro.
You are a fine American.
71.
All right, thank you to everybody here at SeaWorld San Diego for another very, very fun afternoon. The Summer Spectacular is going on here till September 1st. Live entertainment, delicious food and drinks, thrilling rides, fireworks, the 9-week concert series, and so much more. I'm going to have dreams tonight about those sea turtles.
You're also going to have dreams about JT the Brick coming after you.
Play the drop one more time, D.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
6 o'clock in the Southland of KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. ESPN Radio is next. Have a beautiful night. And the show, I guess, without Cappy.
Got Angels next.
Oh, Angels are actually next. The Angels baseball will be joining here in progress in just a moment.
Big shout out to Kelly over there.
Yes, Kelly, thank you so much. Did we find out who's doing the show tomorrow? Trudell and who?
No, I have a TBD there. So
TBD.
TBD's doing
Trudell and TBD tomorrow at 3 p.m. Have a wonderful Wednesday night, everyone. As somebody once said, I think JT. No, that was the guy who gave JT a start. Rack 'em.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute